Hey, everybody.
Away we go. Hey,
I'm
everybody.
Malcolm.
I'm Gus.
We're playing some Destiny 2 beta today. Today's NonCommittal Tuesday.
We're playing some
super
Destiny 2
committed.
beta today. I'm on a 10-second delay from Malcolm.
We're going to be doing this the entire stream. It's going to be hilarious.
What did you say? I'm lagging.
Quality. All right, so what are we doing today in the beta?
We're
Playing through
gonna do predominantly some PvP.
All right, yeah. I'm about it.
PvP in Destiny 2, really the best I've ever seen it. And I'm also going to be, the beta is coming to a close. I'm gonna be giving a couple of my my thoughts on the beta as we play, because it's been out for a while. I am a huge Destiny fan. I've been playing since day one, Destiny 1. I think that I finally have played enough of the beta to make, some informed judgments about the state of the game and the changes that they've made to it. And right now, I am a fan. I was really worried about PvP, switching it to 4v4. I thought that...
Do they still have the huge team deathmatch or no?
No.
No?
All PvP across the board is 4v4 now. Huh. And that is, from everything I've tried, is a good thing.
Cool.
It's been just really awesome to play. It feels more balanced than it ever has. It feels like every time I die, I know exactly why. I know exactly what I did wrong. Team play, because the teams are smaller, because the maps are smaller to accommodate that, team play is so much more important and prevalent.
So you now actually really need to work as a squad in order for you to be able to do anything properly?
Yeah, and it part of that is teamwork in the gunfights, because power ammo is locked off a little bit more, and ability recharge is substantially reduced, which I have a little bit of a comment about not really loving the reduction of the ability recharge, but it's substantially reduced, and that means that there's a lot more of these one-on-one gunfights, kind of this almost Halo style, this kind of, it's about being outshot, outplayed. It's just, just play the game. If you are good with a gun, you will be good at the game. And it's a lot more down to just gun skill rather than having the exact right class and just ability spamming. And it's better because of it. It feels a lot better to play.
Yeah, I mean, a game that's based on skill is going to be a lot more fun than a game that has nothing to do with skill and is all about just, like, knowing how to manipulate the numbers.
Yeah, it's like, do you have the right weapon? That's a lot of what Destiny 1 is, these really obnoxious metas. Do you have the weapon that's really powerful in the game right now, because everything else got nerfed to shit? And in this, all the weapons at their optimal ranges have very, very similar time to kill. And so it really, and having the two primaries is really beneficial for that in PvP, because it's all just about, like, are you using the right weapon for the right range? Can you equip a better weapon for short range, a better weapon for long range? I mean, that's kind of what I'm doing. I've got a pulse rifle and an auto rifle. Both are kind of mid-range, whereas in Destiny 1, auto rifle was as close as you got, and pulse was next to as long you got. But now it's all a lot more just evened out, a lot more balanced. Everything has its place. Nothing feels like it's too strong or too weak. My only complaint is that supers recharge really slowly. And because of that, you're seeing them all pop up at the end of the game. And it's just kind of exhausting. If you join a game in progress, like I just did, you will not get a super.
But they're buffing that soon, right? Like, well, they're planning on bringing it
I'm not
up
sure.
a little bit?
I know that in PvE they're planning to. But they,
how likely is a super to turn the tide of battle?
Oh, absolutely. Unless you're a hunter. Yeah, it's they've kind of shafted hunters as usual. But we're used to it. Yeah, it's really the supers feel good almost across the board. With the exception of, hunter skills aren't quite as powerful as they could be. But it all works. It all comes together well. I think Hunter's class ability could be buffed. That's the biggest problem I have, is that it's Hunter's class ability is this little dodge. Whereas Warlocks can put down a healing rift or a damage increasing rift. Titans can put up this wall. Hunters can just jump out of the way. It instantly reloads your gun, but Titans can put up a barrier that instantly reloads your gun and your team's guns an unlimited number of times.
Yeah.
It's silly. That's something that needs
it.
Yeah,
right?
That needs to be addressed.
They've talked about fixing it, right? You said?
They haven't talked openly about the Hunter dodge at all. Which is a little bit alarming to me. But I'm sure that there's been a lot of feedback on it. I'm gonna put a tweet out about this as well.
Sounds good. Yeah, and even though I'm not super knowledgeable about the Destiny lore or Destiny 2 or Destiny 1 really, we're happy to answer any questions as best we can.
Absolutely, yeah.
About Destiny.
I'm a little bit of
general.
a Destiny wiki.
For those of you who've been here before, Gus is to Destiny what I am to Star Wars, and what Alan is to Lord of the Rings. Very, very knowledgeable.
Twitch.tv
/Schmuckco.
I'm gonna do a little bit of playing as a warlock, just for the beginning of it, and then maybe I'll switch over.
My hair is getting real long.
Yeah, my hair was getting so long. I cut
it was.
I'm trying to get that. I'm so glad that there was finally a celebrity who has the kind of haircut that I like to try and do, who's Tom Holland. That's the best thing about the Spider-Man movie coming out. Is now I can go into a barbershop and say,
Tom Holland.
This you give me, and I'll do it. Unfortunately, this ended up looking a little bit. I don't know. It's a little bit short on the side, so it looks a tiny bit like. Oh, best username's back.
What's up, best username?
That's what's up. Welcome back. We've missed you.
You look a little bit like I was gonna say Pony Boy from The Outsiders.
I don't know who that is.
Control.
Hey, hold on.
He's pulling it up.
Your hair's
Defend, Guardians.
You don't feel the karma when I get the commas. That's because I don't lie. I don't have no fear.
just a little bit. Nah,
So-
you look a little bit like
My aim while flying ain't
a 1960s
I'll take that.
greaser.
I can make up
A little bit.
Enemy claims
I'll take
Without the grease. You just need like the bomber jacket. It's mostly the white shirt and the
I'll
hairdo.
take it. Yeah, no.
Yeah, it's a good look. It looks
I'll
good
have
on
it.
you.
What's up, dummy?
take
Alright.
the lead.
Oh,
A double?
where was my hoe when I was streaming? Says
Triple.
Emily.
You fight together.
Gus, did you go to any Rick Mobile events?
I don't know what that is.
I think that's events. Yeah, that's definitely events.
Zone advantage is your
Got my health booster rift. No. What is that? Maybe I went to one accidentally and I didn't know.
Just showed up. I've done that before.
Where am I?
Where somebody's been like,
Who are
were
you?"
you at this event? And I'm like, no. And then I see a picture of me at the event. And I'm
And
like,
then-
oh,
no.
wait, that was an event?
Oh shit!
Huh. I
That
guess
guy
I
looks
was at that
just
event.
like me. A 5 kill streak, I think.
Mobile. Mobile.
zone A lost.
A giant Rick-shaped car.
Shit. Oh shit! The Rick and Morty marketing. No, I wasn't at any of those. Should I have been?
I had a friend who was at not E3, San Diego Comic-Con.
Zone advantage is yours.
I just got
Look how
a
tight
shit
my
ton of
team is
pictures from
together.
them. Oh, you guys are so on point.
We're just, I just mean like literally tight. We're grouped up.
Yeah, I know. That's what I was talking about. You're on point in that you are all moving like as a squad.
Alright, got that guy down. Shit.
Dodge this. Hey Ouija, how's it going?
What's up, dummy? I shot you in the head. Oh, not you, Ouija. What's up? Trying to get that Titan synergy going. Got that nice barrier hiding behind. Cowering, a true warlock's way. I'll bash warlocks.
Oh boy,
I don't mean a warlock.
Gus,
Trench
you guys
coat.
are up against Minecraft guy. What was that? 2 something something.
Literally about to change my name to Destiny Guy 2 something. Do you see that triple kill right there? You know I still haven't died.
Impressive.
I keep doing really fucking well on my warlock character.
I guess you're a warlock main now.
No, fuck off. I just want hunters to get
He's
trench
so,
coats.
he's so
But
upset.
alas, trench coats are for the educated.
Zone A lost.
Alright, there's my first death.
Trench coats are for the educated.
Oh, we take and see. We take and see. I'm about to get that power ammo, though.
Zone C captured. Zone advantage is yours.
Whole crew didn't fuck with me.
Don't spend all that.
The lines were
I don't
huge,
think
to be
it's
honest, but I went to one of Justin Roiland's, but I went to one in Justin Roiland's hometown near me, which is a small town, and I
Roiland's
went
great.
around 3 blocks, but I got in a different line for the tour shirt, freaked out, because, hey, they were only accepting debit or credit cards. This lady paid for mine and my sister's shirt. And you gotta pick with the car. They have, like, a comic book shops and collectible shops, it's very nice.
Dude, pop-up shops are so cool.
I'm a fan. They are indeed pretty cool.
I fuck with pop-up shops.
Oh, yawn. Hey, you guys are the blue team, right?
Alright, yeah, I've got this, like, sniper rifle thing, but it charges up.
Zone B lost.
Yeah, dude, this isn't very good.
Minecraft guy, 219.
Get out of the way, dummy! Hey! Shit. Really thought I missed that last shot. That's why I fucked up. So,
NYCC this year. New York Comic Con?
Oh, shit.
Anything particularly interesting happening at New York Comic Con?
Don't drop your guard. The
Literally
enemy is
fuck.
persistent.
I'll tell you what I miss about playing on Xbox.
What?
I have the nice controller.
Oh, so
with
you have the jump
little
and
thingies
reload
under
buttons, the tabs.
Wait to
Yeah.
see what you do with that.
That was nice. That was a privilege. Which I ought not to squander. What the fuck? Oh my god, I got suppressor grenaded! I just got my super taken away from me. Fuck
Oh,
you!
oh, that is rough. Apparently, Best also passed their English class for summer school.
Nice.
Kick ass. Hey, A- is good.
Nothing kicks ass like an English class. Got a healing rift going on right now. If I can heal up, get my power weapon back. I'm a bad guy. Can you get out of here?
Ah, sorry, I keep yawning, guys. A long last
Oh,
couple of
yo,
days.
fucked him up in his super. You haven't yawned in a couple days?
No, I said I had a long last couple of days.
I choose to hear that you haven't yawned in a couple days, and that's just something you need to do once in a while.
Uh-huh. I mean, yes.
Take your lead.
Technically, it happens. What are you gonna do?
Statistically, everybody yawns at least once a week.
You could have made that up, but I would believe it. Oh, fuck! So, I can't believe I got my fucking super suppressed.
Better victory.
I'm so mad.
There's like basically
So
no
this
extra
helmet,
items right
there's
now,
like-
right?
Why'd you plug
Why
that
do you
last one
have-
in?
Huh?
Just plug that last one in. Did you see that he had one unplugged? Fucking plug it in, dog. What you doing?
Why do you just have a piece of like EMT piping
What are you gonna
sticking out
do?
of the back of your motorcycle helmet? Like your dirt biking helmet. Seriously, guys, come on. Ugh. My house has been under attack by mosquitoes and spiders.
Dude, your house is mosquito heaven. They just love it there.
Yeah, I know. It fucking sucks.
There's so many fucking mosquitoes at your house. Every time I go there, I just like go to your mom as soon as I get there. I'm like, bugs boy, give. And she's like, yeah. She knows. Your mom's the best. She got me Lucky Charms.
I know, I've been eating them. There are 2 giant boxes.
The apple falls pretty far from the tree, I guess.
Yeah, my mom hates Lucky Charms.
Really?
No, it's not that she hates them, she just doesn't like sugary cereal.
She doesn't care about sugary cereal.
She doesn't like it, and that she doesn't like to eat it because she doesn't like the taste of just sugar. Thank you for the peach, by the way.
Yeah. I'll wipe my hand off. Got shit all over it. Peach, shit, peach, flesh.
Flesh.
Man, a sacrifice.
Control. Time to fight, guard.
Fun fact,
Capture all zones.
peaches are the best fruit. Ah.
Zone B captured.
Did I actually get the first kill? Alright, I'm gonna go take A. One thing about this map that I've noticed, spawn flips are fucking brutal.
Spawn flips?
Yeah, which is where basically you spawn, you take the enemy's point, get those spawns switched. I don't know why you thought you were getting away.
I don't know why you thought you were getting away.
Well, I did a cheeky little dodge there. Pretty good dodge, but I'm gonna.
Wrong one.
I'm gonna need you to stop it. The right one. Make the chair higher. Is that as high as the chair goes? The fuck, man? I don't fuck with tiny chairs. Alright, I'm gonna just try loading a sniper. See if that works better.
Zone A captured. Your advantage grows.
Zone A captured. Your advantage grows.
Hell, you have total
Welcome back, Best. Where were you?
Alright.
It's time, Guardian. Crush them.
Do we have
Making french
any
fries with the kiddos.
opponents?
So you're one of the cool babysitters, is what you're saying. You made a new
Ah,
friend,
fuck
Luigi?
me.
Awesome.
What are you gonna do? Alright, I need a little bit of get the fuck out of my life. That's fair. Earned it.
Making new friends is always fun. I'm a fan of it. It's one of my
Dude,
pastimes.
meeting new people, one of the best things.
Right?
That's why I love auditions so much. Like, all the actors I talk to, I hate auditions. Like, new people there. Yeah, there's new people there. You get to meet someone. You get to make someone remember you. You don't even have to remember them.
That's why I like you, Gus.
I use humans as Horcruxes.
That, yes. Accurate. But, you made funnel cake. Wait, you. Oh my god. So you're not just a cool babysitter, you're one of the best babysitters. Apparently, best username on Twitch made the kids that they're babysitting funnel cake last
Yummy.
week.
Get the fuck out. Oh, wait, what?
Yeah, literally.
Oh, awesome.
You're like the coolest babysitter.
Can you actually come babysit me?
Yeah, come on.
I
Come
just
hang out with
turned-
us and teach us to make food.
Technically, I'm 18, but I can't take care of myself. I think I need a babysitter.
I am a 20-year-old. I forget to eat on a daily basis.
Show them the true meaning of war.
I forget to eat.
All right,
Okay,
all right, all right.
basis.
Legitimately, what I thought that was gonna end with was Christmas. I do not know why
Meaning of
that is
Christmas,
what
bitch!
I thought.
Bullet in the head!
Well, I thought it was gonna be, now show them the true meaning of Christmas! Which, thinking about it, makes literally no fucking sense. But it was still just like, what?
Alright. I don't like wasting sniper shots.
Like that?
Yeah, and I keep doing it. Oh my god. How am I so bad?
Zone B lost.
There we go. That didn't sound good for somebody.
Yeah, I choked him with fire!
You choked him with just a flame.
I think I'm gonna approach streaming from now on like
Grenadier.
Alex Jones approaches his show. I'm gonna yell about politics. How I don't like it when people turn my frogs gay. Why is my rift not healing me? Oh, it's an empowering rift. That's why it hasn't been helping me this whole time. I'm gonna need you politely to not.
How about you just don't? You ever tried that?
Have you... Yeah, have you ever, played
I like
around
to make
with that
food
concept?
like I usually make them French toast for breakfast, but today I just made omelets.
Wow, way to phone it in, just making omelets.
I love cooking as well, best username. Cooking's just
Dude, I just got fucked.
a genuinely
I want
fun experience.
Goddamn.
Like, I really love cooking.
Remaining.
Cooking's fun. I fell in love with cooking when I learned how to make vinaigrette.
Right?
You ever had a good vinaigrette that you made yourself?
I have.
Shit's
Vinaigrette's
the best.
fantastic. It's fantastic. Hey, what's up, Best Zed?
Secure. You
Best.
have advantage.
Best Zed.
Best Zed.
Best
We're just gonna call you
Zidune.
Zed.
Best Zidune.
Zedune.
Zedune. Really wanted to go work out after this, but I may have to go straight
Zone B.
to film an audition.
Zone A lost.
Cool.
I think in the middle of this, I'm gonna have to step out and make a call.
And victory is yours.
Literally, what? Oh, sweet. Dude, Dawnblade's fun. It's kind of the Hammer Bro of Destiny 2, but it's flying Hammer Bro.
Zone B lost.
Dude, everyone's using their fucking supers because the game's almost over. Ah! Fuck! Alan just walked by right then. Just kind of looked at me.
Zone A captured. Zone advantage.
It's like, yeah, that's good.
I could not ask for a better victory.
Could not ask for a better victory, apparently.
You could. You could ask for one where I did more fun shit.
Alright. Gordon Ramsay who? He wishes he was me, says best username. Yeah. Apparently best does not get paid much for babysitting, but you get paid enough. Yeah, babysitting's a fantastic job if you get a good set of kids.
Dude.
And, like, a good set of parents.
Because some kids, it's cool to just, like, hang out with them. The best one is rich parents who have cool... Rich parents who are too busy doing cool shit to hang out with their kids. Because then, that means their kids are going to be cool, too.
Thanks for the follow,
Hey,
Zed.
thank you for the follow.
But no, yeah. I babysat for a while with this family who had a pool and a diving board. It was a hell of a good time.
I wonder if that follow is a reward for us really vigilantly trying to pronounce their name.
Possibly.
We
You never
tried.
know. We did our best.
We do our best to love each and every person here.
But yeah, babysitting is a great job if you get the right combo. Also, congrats on going to Vegas, and we are going to miss you, Best.
Hey! We'll miss you. Tune in. Laptops.
Pull it up on your phone. Show everyone.
Alright, let me...
Get them all watching. But yeah, how's everybody in chat doing? How's everybody's weekend been? What'd you do on your weekend, Gus?
Here, 1 second, sorry.
I spent a lot of time playing some D&D. I went to Shakespeare in the Park.
Ayo!
Hey, what's up, Capsule?
Ayo! Yeah, we got some Destiny 2 going on. I am the Destiny Man.
You heard it here first, folks. Gus is actually just Destiny.
I love Destiny so much.
Gus has become Destiny incarnate.
I'll never go back. Nothing keeps booting me to the fucking menu, and then I will quit on the spot.
And today's the last day of the beta, right?
Yes, I'm gonna be playing it live until the beta's done, basically.
Cool. When does it officially shut down?
Around 6, but depending on...
So are we just playing until 6?
Well, I don't know. I may have to
if
go...
you can.
I'm gonna plant this charge right now.
Your charge is set. Let them come.
My assault rifle. Ready to go. Ready to kick some ass. My linear fusion rifle.
Crush them.
Hopefully get him at some range. I don't watch where they're coming from. Oh. He's gone. Last Guardian standing. What?
Wait, the Last Guardian. We said we weren't going to play that.
Rift here. These are useless. Oh my god. Oh, but they're not gonna be able to get it. That shit's detonating. Blammo, bitch!
Nice.
I love it.
This is up.
I
Alright.
love it.
I'm
like
getting
the,
away from this fucking linear fusion.
I
Those
really-
things don't work. Those need a buff.
I really like the announcer's voice.
Shax. Look up a picture of SHAXX. Put it in the chat. You will love him even more immediately.
SHAXX?
Yeah, Destiny. The curator of the Crucible.
Oh, you mean this beautiful Viking man who's missing a horn?
Fuck yeah. Lost it
love
in battle the only real way.
Everything about this man.
He gets so excited when you're playing, too. It's really fun. They've got some great audio lines with him.
Look at this glorious man. Look at him.
The king of the Crucible. Shax!
Oh, sweet, you're going to the Monte Carlo?
Heyo. Monte Carlo's a pretty gun in Destiny
That's
also, actually.
That's actually a really nice hotel.
Drop a pic in there. Drop a pic in
I
there.
did.
Monte Carlo. No, the Monte,
Oh, the Monte
Google
Carlo.
Monte Carlo in Destiny. Stop.
Teammates down.
Stop.
Alright.
Yeah, isn't that an awesome gun?
Is
Set the
indeed.
charges and protect them.
Alright, they're gonna
And
expect
there
us to
is the
go
Monte
left
Carlo
this
in
time. I
Destiny.
think I'm gonna go right. We got one guy going the other side to bait him. Unfortunately, I don't have shit in
Don't
terms,
got shit
in terms
all.
of
You've set the
teammates over
charge.
here.
Rally your team.
What are you trying to spell best? Fudging?
He's gone.
Sorry.
this is going
I'm sorry.
as well as it could be.
Viewing?
Oh, that's right. Oh shit! Don't let him defuse.
Enemy.
Fuck! Where were you guys? Dummies. It's fine. It's all right. We can pull it back.
Fuming?
Fuming. Fuming.
I'm doing my best
Fuming.
to try and figure out what it is that you were trying to spell. As somebody who also has frequent trouble with spelling anything, even when I'm writing it down, and will literally restructure entire sentences because I can't figure out how to spell a
because you
single
can't, yeah,
word.
because you
And I'm
can't
like,
write fucking
fuck,
words.
I need to find a synonym, but now this synonym doesn't work in the same context.
Yeah, I'm
so I
like-
need to
I'm
change
like,
the entire
"Phew."
goddamn sentence.
I'm like, phew. I can't use this word.
fuck. Well, guess we're
Oh,
there we
feel
go,
it.
fighting.
Minute left.
Oh shit! Kill that
That
guy.
was a pretty interesting, like, misspelling.
All right, can somebody kill this guy? That's just shitting
Look
on
at
us
his cool.
right now?
Look at his cool bomber jacket, though.
Yeah, he does have a pretty cool bomb. He's a Titan. Titans, The one way that Hunters got it better than anyone else is that Titans have butt capes as their class item. Warlocks have just shitty
Armbands.
bonds. Hunters, fucking cloak.
30 seconds.
Fuck yeah.
Fine, you guys want all the good abilities? We're taking the fashion. Get the fuck out.
Well, I mean, Gus.
Malcolm.
Am I not wrong when I say that the most important part of any game is fashionscaping?
You are not wrong.
You've got 10 seconds.
See, fashionscaping. Most important
Unless
part
the
of any
game
game.
is... Well, some games do it shitty.
Some games do it shitty, and those are shitty
Destiny
games.
does a really good job at making it look good when you have sets of armor. But if you mix and match, it looks like trash. Unless you've got a shader, in which case it looks fine. Destiny can't pick a visual style, but it makes sense within the universe that they wouldn't be able to. We won that round. All right, we're about to pull this shit back, dog.
Ugh.
Capsule, Hunter is my favorite as well. How do you feel about the Hunter class ability in Destiny 2 being pretty weak? Our whole group is going rugs. Oh my god, nobody's here! Nobody's here! Oh my god, this is perfect.
Uh-huh.
This is literally exactly what we want.
So, are you allowed to plant more than one bomb?
No. One bomb.
Works at Monte Carlo, has a really nice small house, little ways outside the city. Can't wait to go, just spoil us, and so fun
Ah!
and great.
I hit him. Oh, he's gonna die anyway. There we go. Look at that.
Nice.
So, it appears to get points for arming, but not for detonations.
Apparently.
I think the point will proc if you win the round. Got a good team going though.
Defend them.
I'm gonna have my super this game for sure. They always go for rubs. These guys are really predictable. Watch this pop out right
Stretch. Oh. No, yeah, I've got what I'm fairly sure is a spider bite on my finger right here.
now. Careful, you can die from those.
Yeah.
Fingers, not spider bites.
Yeah, no, fingers are terrifying.
Yeah.
I don't know why I
Scary
trust
shit.
having these things on my hands.
It's like the appendix. You're born with
Right.
it, but you don't really need it.
Who needs fingers? I've been doing my best to get rid of them through incompetent use of power tools.
I was gonna say, you do woodshop. That's just
Fuck no, I don't do wood shop. I do metalworking
shop, yeah.
and welding. As well as just, like, construction
Where are you,
in
buddy?
general.
What are you doing?
I'm safe about it,
Come
to a
play.
certain extent, says a man who set himself on fire numerous times. I have also accidentally set myself on fire. I've purposefully set myself on fire. Purposely set other people on fire.
I have a favorite streamer. I
Well,
like
do you
Brown
want
Man.
to
I like
stream?
Ray. Ray Narvaez Jr. He left Rooster Teeth, but he's a good streamer. Alright, I'm gonna go be bait on this side. Those dumbasses keep defending market and not any of the other shit. Healing Rift. Grenade. That's how we do that.
Best served cold.
That is how you use your
Almost nap
class ability.
time.
1 minute.
Alrighty. Now here I come to get the power ammo. Even for the comma, when I get the commas, I'll have.
No, yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I like to think that I was a pretty cool babysitter as well.
Play your team.
We did a lot of fun stuff. We built LARP swords and then beat each other up in the park.
Got this one in the bag. That was easy. Alright, I'm gonna try to kill the whole enemy team.
We also
and
built a
then,
trebuchet
super.
at one point.
Trebuchets are great.
It's good. It's a good.
Yeah,
thing.
Capsule Mango, that's how I feel about the Hunter ability also. I think that it's, you know, Warlocks and Titans have these things that really specifically aid team play really well, whereas Hunters have this thing that it's a solo ability, and even for the player, it's just not as good.
Quality. Hey there,
Fucking
Sugar
shit, are you
Panda.
kidding me? Alright.
All opponents down. Powerful
Yeah, Capsule. I mean, I think that
Making
with the
that
hunter
cash
ability, the
squeeze.
solution that like fucking another nightshade. I think the solution that they need to use with the hunter ability is
thinking about it.
there's one of two things they could do. Either reduce the cooldown substantially, or make it so that you can dodge as much as you want, but the ability only procs when you have it charged. Kind of how melee works. You can melee as many times as you want, but you only use your special melee if it's charged. Another way that they could do that, that they could buff it, is I'm thinking when you dodge, you drop a cloud of invisibility smoke, right? That cloaks you and your team. Perfect for revives, classic hunter ability, and it lets you keep the dodge. It justifies the cooldown, so you can either drop smoke that boosts agility for a couple seconds, or you can drop smoke that makes you invisible for a couple seconds. Like, it can have an immediate invisibility effect and then boosted agility when you're out of the smoke, or it can have a long-term invisibility effect.
I like everything that Gus is saying. I don't know much about the game, but I think that would be a major improvement to what he's told me about
It's
the way
just
the hunter
silly
ability
that
works.
hunters have such a bad ability compared to Shade Step, which was free in Destiny 1. It had no cooldown. I mean, maybe like 1 second, but there's
That
just
was
so
the 1
much.
second animation.
Yeah, there's just so much more that you can do with it. Whereas the fact that they're already taking invisibility out for the Arc Strider is just kind of like a slap in the face. It's like, yeah, you can't do this, which is helpful. You also can't do this, which is helpful. And I think that it could be easily rectified by adding something like that. But, Capsule, I'm interested to hear what you think about that. I'm also interested to get this fucking email back from these.
Capsule Mango agrees.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm
Hunter
thinking.
ability just seems kind of useless right now.
Yeah.
Like,
But
it's not
like,
useless, it's just it doesn't add anything to the gameplay.
yeah, it's like, it should be intrinsic if nothing else. I mean, Warlocks and Titans have a dodge type thing, and they're not even an agility class.
Mm-hmm.
I am gonna go Void Walker with Blink, Healing Rift, and Vortex Grenade. I'm gonna go a very different type of play this round. Dude, man, why the Warlock ship gotta look like a goofy-ass submarine?
We all
What?
live in a yellow Warlock ship.
A yellow Warlock ship.
A yellow Warlock ship.
We all live in a yellow Warlock ship. Yellow Warlock ship. Oh, cool, best username. Tell us about that. I just noticed that thing on top has an air conditioner sticking out of one of the windows.
Hmm.
It's pretty cute. Warlock and Hunter team, Blink squad, except Hunters can't.
Set the charges or destroy the enemy team.
That dude just ghost bullet me.
I think he just fucking wanted you. He curved that fucking bullet right around the building. he spun the
I've
gun.
always wanted to be wanted.
That was a bad joke.
Organic food. Organic food is not as good.
Oh, fun! Renaissance festivals are a good time, especially when you do it in fall and not the middle of summer in LA in the middle of the desert.
Yeah.
Renaissance Fair I've been to once. It was a good time, but it was just like, it was just
Hey.
a little, it was a little too hot, we'll say.
Do you cosplay at a Renaissance Fair? Is that what it's called?
It's not called cosplaying.
But
Because
can you?
cosplaying
Can you, like, dress
is-
as like a specific character?
I suppose, though typically Renaissance festival, like Renaissance fairs or festivals and stuff, is a lot of just, you know, showing up in medieval garb.
You know what I don't fucking get?
What?
Amish culture. Why?
What floats
Why
your
did
boat?
they decide that we had just the right amount of technology in 1850? Why did they decide this is perfect? This is exactly the right amount.
I don't know. But hey, like, as long as they're happy.
Man, but I can't imagine they are.
I mean, you're not them.
Ah, double kill. Didn't die. Yeah, I don't know. I know that all former Amish people are really sad. They're like, yeah, I just grew up without knowing shit. Like, I don't know. I think that young people should be allowed access to as much information as they choose to surround themselves with.
Yeah.
Because learning is a human right.
Charge set. Now to battle.
You're trying so hard. No ho. Oh ho.
We all live in a shiny warlock shit. It looks really bad. They gon' feel the karma. Get the. Hey.
The Cabal makes such wonderful toys.
I'm not doing great. Our team's doing well.
Defend the charges and defeat your opponent.
Here's I'll go defend the other spot. They keep planting here.
All right.
Guys, other one.
Charge is set. Defuse it
Yeah.
before it blows.
Which character
I
from
had a
Steven
feeling
Universe did
they'd
you
be going to
cosplay
the other
best?
place.
You said you cosplayed a character from Steven Universe to the comic convention that your comic book store did? The small comic book convention thing?
Excellent. But the charge is ticking. Defuse it.
I'm a dancing diffuser.
Charge defused.
Huh, cool.
It's great to be alive.
I haven't watched it. I love his voice line so much.
He's really nice.
I haven't actually
my
watched
ghost
Steven Universe.
hates it, but I get exploded all the time.
Detonate the charges, and this round is yours.
I know how the fuck this game works.
Your charge
Charge
is
just
set.
got armed as fuck. Oh, hello. That's a rift for me.
You're watching Paw Patrol and you understand the older kid jokes. Yeah. Like, it's always fun when you go back and
Older
watch
kid
stuff
jokes.
that, like, you watched as a kid that you're like, alright, I mean, I get all of the jokes now, but why the fuck did they let me watch this? 90% of this is dick jokes.
It's time, Guardian.
Granted, if you've ever, like, actually paid attention to Shakespeare, every other goddamn line is a dick joke.
Triple down.
Like, straight up.
Red Jacks, get me another bomb.
So I guess the Red Jacks are like a team of hunters that he has as like scouts. Because there's a line, because that would be introduced in Destiny 2. I don't think that was in Destiny 1 unless I'm wrong. Capsule, technically. But there's a line when you're doing really well as a hunter, and Shaxx goes, "I need a hunter like you on the Red Jacks."
Yeah, that does sound like it's gonna be his, like,
Yes, you do. Thank you.
squad. But no, yeah. Oh man, I rewatched Blazing Saddles after having not watched it in several years, and was just like, whoa, so much of this went over my head when I was real small. And Men in Tights, pretty much anything by Mel Brooks. I watched Spinal Tap again, like, after having not watched it since I was 4. Because I watched Spinal Tap when I was 4, once. You made that look easy, Warlock.
No, not revive. Please, 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 please. Hey!
Bombs.
That is what's up! Wow, do you see that clutch? It was 3v1.
Quality.
That's what is up, man. That was some good shit. Somebody clip that, please. Just send that to me on Twitter. I'd appreciate it. Anyone ever defend market? Now I'm getting in my groove. Hey!
Bombs.
Hey! Oh, did you clip it?
Tried to, but I think we were just a little bit too late.
I should have saved it on PlayStation. That's my own fault. Here's the thing I realize I have really bad. Anterior pelvic tilt. It's where you, like, arch your back a shit ton.
Huh.
I have that and forward head and shoulders posture. So my body's just like a squiggle.
Yeah, me too.
I'm trying to, like,
I
fix that.
realized
I
that-
wanted to work out, so I'm waiting on this email back from this, like,
I
recording
realized that one of
place.
my, like, default, like, positions when I'm sitting in chairs and stuff is to do a forward slouch and go down like this. Because I'm too tall normally otherwise to have my eyes at the right level. 6v1.
The new XXX.
Oh yeah, 90s Nickelodeon Cartoon Network were absolutely a few words and phrases away from just being an adult channel. Some of those shows, legit, I think, just straight up were not meant for kids.
Six. He gon' feel the karma when I get the commas, cause I'll have. Dude, I've been listening to a lot of Brockhampton. You know what's really cool about Brockhampton?
What?
I'm gonna do the strike. I'm gonna switch characters. They are like a boy band. They're like the new kind of American boy band is what they're marketing themselves as. They're these 15 guys that do all their own music production, all their own lyrics, all their own rap, all their own marketing, all their own visuals. They just do all of it. And they, and so they just, like, they're entirely self-contained. And they take care of all of their work, with each other. And it's great. Like, the work is really good. And they came out with their first, like, full album, Saturation. And it's just a super good album.
Quality.
And I love that.
Johnny Bravo, Rocco's Modern Life, Ed, and Eddie half the time. Weird as fuck show. The utter horror that was Courage the Cowardly Dog. Go back and watch any of those episodes. Dude. That show is fucking insane.
Courage is scary.
Courage is terrifying. Why would anyone let a child watch that show? Like, on a regular basis, that show just the most terrifying thing you've ever seen. The inverted spire.
inverted spire.
Oh man,
According to the
What's
data
up?
of the Red Legion research team,
the misadventures of Flapjack.
I can picture
Flapjack was great.
Flapjack was
The
fantastic.
guy, the creator of that show is really cool. Pendleton Ward, the creator of Adventure Time, worked a lot on Flapjack.
Nice, nice.
So glad they finally made Suros hand cannons. I love the way that Suros weapons look.
Doing a little PvE.
Yeah. This news got good PvE.
Ren and Stimpy.
Ren and Stimpy was awesome.
They just like kind of hit a certain point where they just were like literally they rebooted it and just were like, now we can actually make all the jokes we wanted to make but didn't get a chance to because we were technically
They
a kids
rebooted
show.
Ren and Stimpy.
I think it was on Adult Swim. Was
Did it not
they-
last very long?
No,
though?
they did like a half season.
Oh shit!
Like I don't think they had planned to do more than a half season. Like they were just like, let's
Dude,
make
Vex
a few.
architecture
episodes.
looks so cool.
It does. Oh man, if we're just talking about like TV shows though that are fantastic, Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Adventure Time.
Avatar: The Last Airbender, all the way.
Yeah, but Adventure Time is amazing. Also,
Ah!
fuck just happened? Are you kidding? Over the Garden Wall! Over the Garden Wall! Over the Garden Wall! Best
Fuck
animated
yeah.
TV show.
Over the Garden Wall is
Best
fantastic.
animated TV show.
Nah, I'm not
no.
gonna say best. It is one of the best.
Best animated TV show.
It is one of the best.
Self-contained the whole way.
Elijah Wood.
Best animated TV show.
It is really well done. I love that show. I don't know that I would say that it's the best animated TV show. Mostly because I have trouble specifically saying that anything is just the best of something, because there are so many different qualifiers and, you know,
Alright, let's see if
things
I can
that you
get
need
it
to
this
quantify
time.
and stuff.
Hey,
There you go.
good job, Gus.
It is an
Figured it
amazing,
out.
wonderful, and beautiful show. I absolutely
Over
love
the
it.
Garden Wall is
Fantastic.
insanely
You
good.
guys should also, if you haven't watched it, watch Gravity Falls.
That's one of the inspirations for the animated show that Zoe and I are writing, actually.
Gravity Falls is
Over the
fantastic.
Garden Wall. It's
As
very
well?
inspired by Over the Garden Wall and Gravity Falls, actually.
Has Zoe watched Gravity Falls?
No, I haven't either. But we've seen some
you guys
of it
gotta
together.
watch it. It's a good show.
oh, that is one big dose.
Yeah, I liked what I saw, but I don't like the art style in Gravity Falls,
No?
honestly.
It's not for everybody. My personal thing is that I just
Get out the
I,
way. Get
I
out the
really
way.
appreciate the storytelling that they do in it,
Get out the way!
because they tell stories in a way that a lot of cartoon shows don't. Like the characters all feel like real people. Legend of Korra is nowhere near as good as the original Avatar, but it's still fucking fantastic. Like
I'm all
original
about them strong female
original Last
protagonists.
Airbender is great. Like I honestly I think original Last Airbender may hold the slot of best animated TV show for me.
Yeah.
It's just it tells such a beautiful story in such a wonderful way, and it gets important messages across and does it in a way that is accurate and doesn't try to just trivialize anything that's happening in the show. Like everything that happens in that show is carefully thought out. Everybody
Alright,
like
literally, are you kidding me? I put a shooting. Are you kidding me? Get your shit out of here. Get your thing out of here. I hate you. Oh my god, you're the worst. The worst teammate.
Batman the Animated Series, also good. We get Mark Hamill Joker in that.
Mark Hamill's good.
Mark Hamill's a pretty cool dude.
Good voice acting.
Yeah, he's done a lot of great voice acting and
Dude, I was
just
rewatching Star
acting
Wars.
in general. Which Star Wars?
I
what
was
Star Wars
looking
are
at
you
a clip from
rewatching?
5.
Yeah?
Can't stop a cabal
Man.
invasion.
Star Wars, I think with the exception of 7,
Mm-hmm.
has bad acting.
Yeah.
I think across the board, it's got bad acting by great actors.
Yeah.
Harrison Ford is awesome. He's not good at Star Wars. No one. It's like Lucas was on set and he's like, yeah, but don't do it well. I don't want it to believe these are real people. I don't want to believe that. I think that you guys are set pieces in a larger world that I've created.
Oh, Star vs. Forces of Evil, also a fantastic show. I still have yet to see season 2. I've only seen season
Fuck
1.
off.
But no, yeah, I don't know.
Check this out. Gonna land. Save myself with a punch. Gonna land. Resets your gravity when you punch.
Huh. Cool.
And I'm about to go drop in Vex. Like it's my day job. Technically it is. Yeah, Harrison Ford hates Han. I don't blame him. Career-wise. But I think Harrison Ford's a cool guy. I think he's really funny because he's so reclusive. Just not like people.
Especially not like people who have had the roles that Harrison Ford has had.
Yeah.
Like, people who have been that iconic of, like, an action hero and, like, have literally been the main character of several franchises.
Yeah,
Like,
man. He's had
Harrison
an
Ford
awesome
started...
career.
Like, he's done so many
They
amazing
asked him at
things.
Blade Runner at Comic-Con, they're like, do you plan to reboot every
Yeah,
franchise
I
that you're
saw
in?
that.
He says, you bet your ass I do.
He's doing Blade Runner. I hope they're not trying to reboot Indiana Jones again. They tried that once already.
Shia LaBeouf, man, he's gonna be the new Indy.
Oh, God. But no,
That guy.
Oh, you know what?
I just got double punched. Oh wait, check this out. I'm about to do something cool.
Cool. You know what I'm really
see.
excited for?
What?
Pyre.
Fire.
It's the game.
Look at this.
Supergiant Games. Oh, hey, look. It's Captain America.
Literally is.
Look at this Captain America looking motherfucker.
Captain America turned cool by destiny.
But yeah, no, I'm super excited for Pyre. Pyre looks fantastic. And
They
I
thought
don't know
it
if it's
couldn't
out
be
yet.
done.
I think it might be coming out in like 2 days.
What's it about?
It's another game by Supergiant Games.
What do they do?
They did Bastion, they did Transistor. They're like a little indie company. They've done
All
a
of these
couple
are names that I know.
Seriously? Do you not... Have you played Bastion or Transistor?
Oh.
No? Basically what they're known for is doing games that have, like, really rich art, good soundtracks, and an interesting story. As well as being somewhat unique in their mechanics. Although
Portal.
Bastion was not particularly unique in its mechanics, it was just sort of a general top-down, like, hack and slash. But they had a fantastic story.
Hey, you know what's the best game?
What?
Or, you know what's my favorite game?
What?
Portal 2.
Yes.
You know what's the best game?
What?
It's a tie between Breath of the Wild and GTA 5. Probably GTA 5. Man, GTA 5 is just from a design perspective, just from a perspective of somebody put work into this shit. GTA 5 is... Are you kidding me? I'm saving that video clip, right? Absolutely, I'm saving that video clip.
But no, yeah, Pyre, is it out yet? It is. Awesome. Cool. It may have literally released, yes, it released today. So,
Oh.
Pyre just came out. You haven't seen anything about Bastion or Transistor, right? No? Alright, well, Bastion takes place in
I like the art style of Fire from what I saw there.
Well,
a little
yeah.
colorful for me, but
It's super colorful. That's sort of one of the things that they do.
you fuck off.
This is just sort of what Bastion looks like in general. Like it's a very,
Yeah, it
very
looks good.
colorful game. Like it's very colorful. Then Transistor. So Bastion was like a little bit.
How did he not
Hey,
move
thanks for the
away?
follow,
Thank you
Lauren.
For the oh my god, it's
Taylor.
Lauren. Wait, is it actual Lauren?
I don't know. Might not be.
If it is, I talked to her yesterday.
Cool. But no, so Transistor also has that same top-down aesthetic, but Transistor has a a real-time turn-based
Is that
mechanic.
actual one? That would be so funny if that was Lauren.
That would be pretty cool. But no, Transistor has a really interesting mechanic of real-time turn-based
Man, I hate
attacks. Like real-time turn-based gameplay,
Literally
which
stop it right now. What the fuck
is
are you
weird to it's weird to
Hey, buddy.
What do you think when I tell you that a game has real-time turn-based mechanics?
Chess. I think of chess.
Okay, so the way it works is that you can
Bad dogs!
pause
Oh,
the
look
game.
at the dogs!
There's so many dogs. You can hit space to pause the game and plan out your like attacks over the next like half second. So you do just a chain of attacks in order as you go.
Over the next half second.
Well, yeah, because you do all of the moves as quickly as you want to, but you can also just play it where you just do the moves as needed and let the recharges happen. It's a really interesting way that the game works. I actually played the entire thing on stream.
You streamed that?
Yeah, I streamed Transistor before you got here. Like I played the whole game. It was actually the first solo stream that I did. Was Transistor.
Capsule is chewing out best username for wanting another Last Airbender movie, I think.
Sugar Panda, not
Sugar Panda.
Transistor.
Alright, there we go. Crossing the dig site.
Sugar Panda, you are wrong, and no.
Hey!
Just no.
M. Night Shyamalan Ding Dong had it figured out.
No.
I'm sorry,
He's
but that
done
universe,
some good stuff.
That universe has never been as vivid as when M. Night got to it. Just like Dragon Ball.
Nope.
You put your things on the space bar, it's scrolling. The scrolling is making me scary. Can you get me a water? Oh, we gotta shoot the spookies up there. What are you doing? What are you doing? Come down here. Ah! Sugar Panda's holding her ground.
Do you want to be timed out, Sugar Panda? Because I will time you out. I will time you out for that blasphemy. Emily's coming in here to back me up.
You are wrong on so many levels. His name is Aang, not Ong, okay? I'm so angry right now.
This is all scaring me.
Are you sure about this?
This is fantastic. I want to find out if that's actually Laura watching.
Sorry for the sudden aggressive just anger, Sugar Panda, but that movie was really bad. It changed way too much, and you can't hope to fit all of the like that show into just a movie. Like it's.
Did they try to put it into one movie?
They tried to put the entire goddamn thing into one movie. The
Dude,
reason that
that's
show
funny.
was good is that they took so much time with the characters and like let everything happen naturally at the proper pace. Like everything about that movie was good because they did it in such a proper way. Oh, I have a horrid love of action movies of any kind. The campier, the better.
He really does like stupid action movies.
I love terrible action movies.
I know.
Like, it's not even terrible action movies, but I love campy action movies. As exemplified by the fact that I love both Escape from LA and Escape from New York. I love Big Trouble in Little China. Maybe I just really like Kurt Russell. It might just be that I like
Those kinda
Kurt
go hand
Russell.
in hand, though.
True. They do kind of go hand in hand. But like,
Isn't it that
I'm trying to think
I
of
can
other
recall Kurt
stuff.
Russell's reputation, but I can't picture Kurt Russell in my brain. He's like not a real human. Oh fuck. Holy shit. Did you see that? Oh my god. Oh my god.
Like, just look at this. Look at this man.
Oh my god.
Look at Kurt Russell. Look at this magnet.
Oh, that's not
That
what I
is-
was picturing.
that is
Oh,
a
that's what I was
horrifying
picturing.
beard.
I was picturing the mutton chops.
Look at that. Look at that face. Look at that young
Aw.
Kurt Russell face.
Young Kurt Russell.
Look at Snake Plissken. What even was the Escape from LA movie? Like, Escape from New York, I kind of understood what was happening in that, and I understood how it was a movie.
Man.
But Escape from LA has Kurt Russell
Look.
literally surfing down like out of a sewer pipe, and then leaping from the surfboard onto Steve Buscemi's
I don't-
car to punch him in the face
Sounds
right
like
after Steve Buscemi has given a
Possibly a
one-liner.
movie that I need to see.
Have you never seen?
No, I haven't seen it.
Okay, Gus, we need to watch Escape from L.A. Have you seen Escape from New York?
Hold on.
Have you seen either of the Escape movies? Have you seen Big Trouble in Little China? Okay, we need to watch all 3 of those. Escape from L.A. is a fantastic...
Malcolm, I can barely read. I can't tell what movie
Thanks for the
I'm
follow,
watching. Thanks for the follow.
Firemanish.
Here,
Manish?
can you exit out of that second
Manish.
that transistor
Yes.
tab? Saying something I wanted to say. I think I lost interest. Not halfway through.
But no, yeah, like...
Why in
I have watched both the trash movie and the Netflix show of Daredevil. Both are very, very different. Hey, I love Ben Affleck, but that movie sucked. He
Wait,
will
Ben
also
Affleck
agree.
was Daredevil also?
He was. He was also
And
almost
then Marvel was
Superman.
like, we don't want you at all. And he was like, fine, I'll go to DC.
Well,
I'll go to Diet Marvel.
I'm pretty sure Ben Affleck was almost Superman, right?
Was he?
Yeah, I think. Like, hold on, let me.
All I know is that his brother was in that movie about sad white people.
Yes, man.
This white guy's sad. You feel bad for him? No. I need ammo. I'm out. Can you fucking no? Stop! 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 Go away! Now, if I start shooting this,
So yes, Daredevil on like the Netflix Daredevil show is fantastic.
it says it's automatically loaded
Um,
in the magazine.
Like the Netflix Daredevil show is fantastic. Jessica Jones, I personally think, is the best of the current 4 Marvel Defenders shows out there.
Luke Cage, the other?
Huh?
Luke Cage?
Luke Cage is, I think, probably number 2, followed by Daredevil, followed by Iron Fist. Iron Fist is definitely the
Oh,
worst.
we're going down.
Jessica Jones is by far the darkest of all of them. It deals with a lot of really rough shit. Luke
Kinda
Cage.
Kristen Ritter's thing.
Not really.
Breaking Bad?
Okay, she was on Breaking Bad, but like
Really good on Breaking Bad.
she was fantastic on Breaking Bad. I love Kristen Ritter. I love everything I've seen her in. Everything she's been in has been one of my favorite things. A friend of mine just recently got me to start watching Don't Trust the Bee in Apartment 23, and just it's really good. I shouldn't love that show as much as I do, but I really love that show.
Oh,
It's got
this
it's
is gonna
got.
hurt.
Oh wait, Gus, did I tell
fuck.
you?
Okay, hold on. Tell me in just one
Alright,
second.
alright.
I am retarded.
1 second.
All right, hold on.
Has anyone else seen Don't Trust the Bee in Apartment 23? Because it's just it has one of my favorite gimmicks in it.
You hear Kristen Ritter ate her own brother?
I did not.
Neither did I. It must not be true.
But no, so Don't Trust the Bee in Apartment 23.
Oh, there goes everybody.
One of the bits that it has in it that, like, alright, just, okay, hold on. So, Don't Trust the Bee in Apartment 23 is, the basic plot is that a girl moves into an apartment with Kristen Ritter after some shit goes down. And Kristen Ritter is she is the bee in Apartment 23. They become friends because some rough shit happens to the, like,
And they learn to
the
trust
new
each
girl.
other.
Yeah, exactly. It's that same thing. But Kristen Ritter's character is fantastic. I love everything about it. But my favorite part is that hold on, what's you know the show Dawson's Creek and the guy who's like the main character on Dawson's Creek,
I have
James
been
Vanderbeek?
called at I have been called at a comedy show where I was watching because people do not like that I am there and I am young and beautiful. And I have been called and I quote, 10-year-old Dawson's Creek looking ass motherfucker.
Nice. But no, so, guys, they have one of my favorite gimmicks in this, which is... So, they have... James Vanderbeek plays one of Kristen Ritter's best friends, the character that he plays is James Vanderbeek. He plays himself on the show.
Is it
Like,
named
just-
James Vanderbeek?
No, yeah, he plays literally just
Okay.
himself. Like, he's just himself
Yeah, a
on
lot
the
of
show.
Big
And it's
celebrities do that.
hilarious, and I love everything about it. Like, it's one of my favorite gimmicks. It's just literally in Don't Trust the Bee in Apartment 23. He just plays himself in all 26 episodes.
I'm hurt.
But no, yeah, like,
Out of
ugh.
ammo.
That's better than being told you look like Hannah Baker from Fast Username on Twitch. Hannah Baker was the girl from that one show, 13 Reasons Why, right?
What? I didn't watch that shit.
But no, yeah, like,
Get the fuck out of here! Ah! I'm in the spiky! Ouchie!
how are you not dead?
Because I am fly as a
Good
jet,
at the
motherfucker.
game.
Keep a gold chain on my neck. Fly as a jet. Boy, better treat me with respect. Rock the boat like a one-eyed pirate. And I'll keep it on my eyelids. 105 go a little misguided. Whole world get a little misguided. How do you feel about the Jake Paul thing? Did you see any of that?
Who's Jake Paul?
That's the perfect response.
Like, legitimately, I don't...
He is a tool who was on Bizarre Bar for a while. He was on a Disney show. Generally a pretty
Yes, friendly ghost.
horrible guy.
We did it.
Mark of Shelter, I got a new Titan mark. What does that look like?
Technically, the captain did.
Gotta love those butt
Um,
capes.
Titan butt tapes.
Switch off.
Yeah, and so Jake Paul was just like ruining everything in California, basically. And then he got just kicked off his show eventually because he released this terrible ass video, the "It's Everyday Bro" video. Did you see that or any of the ensuing memes? Basically, this video about why white people shouldn't rap. And that came out, and super culturally insensitive, super bad. And
Sounds like a douche.
absolutely is. And and he's just like this huge dick, and he just treats people awfully. He's like super sexist. The video's got a lot of just racist shit. It's just not good. It's not, and he has this whole, like, he's got a big fan base, and just thinks that he can do whatever he wants because of it. Everyone in his neighborhood is like, you ruined this neighborhood, and is like trying to
Evict him.
yeah, well, they're trying to like file a complaint with the city, and then like they were talking to him, like the news, and they were like, "How do you feel about people saying you're turning your neighborhood into a war zone and a living hell?" And he says, he goes, "Look, I mean, I feel bad for him, but there's nothing really I can do." Dab, and he goes like he just does that shit, and then he's like, "And I have a question for you," to the reporter. He's like, "What are those?" And he goes on his shoes, and like him and his friends run away and high five each other because they're fucking 12-year-olds, and he's like 20, and he's just like. There's this rapper Post Malone. There's this rapper Post Malone who's a white rapper, but he's a cool guy. And so Jake Paul got in a fight with Post Malone. Jake Paul kind of looked up to him kind of as a rapper, and then Post Malone just tweeted this thing about how like Jake Paul's video came out and it's just like totally shitty and just like blah 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 blah. So Jake Paul gets super mad and he goes to fucking Post Malone's house and vlogs himself like yelling at him at his door, doesn't blur out his license plate, doesn't blur out his address, doesn't blur out his house. Post Malone's getting fucking mobbed now because he's huge. And
Yeah.
they're just treating it like he just treats people terribly and is just a jackass.
No victory. Take them and crush
Yep.
your enemies.
There's a lot of people in the world that just kind of suck.
Yeah, and so he
Which
got
sucks.
kicked off his Disney show, and I mean, I really think the show's gonna be better because he was not funny. He's not he's not a talented actor. He's not an actor. He just doesn't know how to do it, and you know, he's got more fans or whatever. God, this would be awesome if a clip of this got to him. But, I mean, he's got, like, this social media presence, but he's just a kind of, I mean, he's just
an
dick.
ass.
Could not connect to the Destiny servers. Well, hopefully they didn't end
They
the
shut
beta.
it down early.
Um,
Alright, well,
And-
there we go.
he's just like, no, it's a bummer.
But no, yeah. But yeah, there's a lot of crappy people in the world. You kind of just got to learn to deal with it. Look on the bright side. Stay positive. Your connection to the Destiny character service have been lost.
They might have just shut it off. Let me see, I'm just gonna go to the subreddit and just see what they're saying.
Probably works. Alright. Pardon me.
Let's see, so new. Oh, looks like we're on.
Alright, cool.
But yeah, so it's just kind of this whole thing about, like, he keeps going in. Yeah, he's in the actions have no consequence phase, but he should be out of it. He's an adult. I'm 2-3 years younger than him. I shouldn't be making consistently better decisions than him at this point. His brain is more developed. He doesn't have an excuse. He is at the age where he's got access to the things that adults have access to. He has access to a criminal amount of money for someone that dumb. And he is just doing bad shit with it.
Yeah.
He treats people poorly, and like, I have some friends on Bizarrevark, and I really love, like Madison and Olivia I know really well. They're great. I love them, and I really, I hope the best for their show, and I really hope that
I don't know who any of these people are. I don't pay enough attention to Disney,
No,
apparently.
yeah, I mean, it's on a Disney Channel thing, but it's like, but it's beyond that. It's just, he's a guy who just treats people poorly.
Yeah.
It's not good, and it's a bummer.
Capsule Mango asks, is it weird that before I got here I was watching videos talking about this?
Yeah, I mean, it's huge right now. It really is, because
I haven't been paying any attention to it.
because he's just
I've been doing other stuff.
fucking up like LA just as a whole. It's just like, they didn't know who this guy was, and then all of a sudden he just ruined everything, and they were just like, who the fuck is this guy? Get the fuck out of here! Like,
Who the fuck is this asshole?
What are you doing? And so,
What a dick.
Disney apparently dropped him. He posted this hilarious thing. He's like, Disney and I have talked, and it's time for me to move on from that. It's like, all right, buddy. One former Disney star to another fresh one. Y'all didn't. That's not what happened. I don't know. It's just, it's a bummer.
Yeah. But no, yeah.
I'm trying to think of like more, because this is an interesting topic of discussion.
I probably should pay more attention to just news in general. I don't have, like, I don't know that I pay enough attention to somebody who should be paying, like, I should pay more attention to the news. I should keep myself more updated on current events. I just don't.
Yeah, I mean, Capsule, I'm tempted to agree with you, but at the same time, I think it also might be really unlikely that he's regrets his actions, because he's got a brain that's the same type of brain as like someone like Trump has,
Secure. Zone advantage.
because he's just got, it's kind of this do no wrong. It's just a very like, his perception of the world goes through the lens of his perception of himself. And it's like, there's a science to why people are self-centered, and there's a thing that makes people that way, and he's got it.
Some
Like,
people are just literally born to be narcissists.
yeah, and it's a bummer like that they're stuck like that, but it's when showing no sign of kind of trying to improve that. And you know, he doesn't apologize for things.
It's when people don't, like, people are incapable of realizing that there is a problem, that it becomes a big enough problem that it should be detrimental to those, like, if somebody has a problem but they acknowledge the fact that it's there and are working on trying to make it better,
Oh shit, I have a grenade launcher.
that's a completely different thing. Like,
That's
if
my problem.
they don't, if they refuse to acknowledge the fact that there is a problem and just ignore the fact that it is the thing, it's
Grenade
just,
got me. Jesus.
yeah.
It is the same thing Justin Bieber went through, but Justin Bieber recovered from it really well, actually. Like,
I still think he's a douche, but like,
well, yeah, I mean, I don't fuck with Bieber too much, but I think he's come out of it. I mean, I really didn't anticipate myself saying this, but he's come out of it a better artist. He's come out of it a grown person. He emerged from adolescence with a new understanding of the world. And Paul is already through that point. Like, he's got a developed understanding. I mean, he's as old as Justin Bieber is, and he's not. But he, you know, he's acting like Justin Bieber did when he was 17. Like, he's, I don't know. I don't like the shit talk. I don't like to brand it as that anyway, because I don't think I'm trying to talk shit. I think, if anything, I'm trying to talk critically. And I think that people are responsible for their actions. They're responsible for people's reactions to what they do, to a degree. And so I think that, you know, my goal is not to just talk shit, but I think that everyone should be critical of things that they see in the world. And I'm about to get a triple here. That was it.
almost.
Yeah. And, like, the whole, like, I got a little soft spot for racial insensitivity in media. And his whole, like, I can go easy on it if it's jokes, and if the jokes are funny, and if they're well thought out enough to be funny while respectful to the source material that they're drawing from. But something like It's Every Day, Bro, where Jake Paul opens the song by saying, like, about to rap, but I'm from Ohio to a white boy. Like, something like that is just like, well, you know, like, being a white rapper now is already, like, touchy, and you gotta be careful with how you do it. And he just, like, you have to be respectful to the fact that that's not really a type of music that you are, you know, that's not a right to that type of music. That really is a kind of thing that's like, that's got a lot of cultural significance, and you need to be respectful of that. Yeah, not everybody can be Eminem, exactly.
Zone A lost.
Disrespectful to women, that's one of the things I don't like. Got really very low tolerance for misogyny, in any case. And, well, I'm gonna let this guy have the power.
You're almost there. 3 minutes left. Double kill. Sound tactics bring victory.
Yeah, I used to be into Macklemore, but some of the stuff of him handling how it went, he just biffed it. You know, a lot of it was like that thing with the Grammy. I think that, I mean, I listen to, more than any other kind of music, I listen to hip-hop. And I love hip-hop. I think it's an insane genre. It's the new, I mean, it has more of an effect on music in modern day than any other genre. It is the kind of defining sound in music.
I'm an 80s synth pop guy.
Oh, I mean, I love all kinds of music. I like 80s synth pop as much as the next guy, but I think that in terms of like what's really changing shit right now, hip hop's just doing so much cool shit, and I'm so excited seeing it, and it's also like seeing how people are influenced by it and how they treat that genre and the influence that it has is interesting, because it's just like, well, how, you know, how's it gonna play out in the long term?
Indeed.
You finished your peach?
I did, like, way earlier ago.
Way earlier ago. Yeah, man. I never liked liners.
Yeah. It's like the whole "it's just a prank, bro" thing.
Yeah, man.
Like,
That's like
that's not a justification
that's like Jake
for
Paul
anything.
culture.
Yeah. Well, no. Yeah.
Control. Move in and take those zones. They are your.
I don't know who Mike Donor is. Do you know Run the Jewels?
Dude, I fucking love Run the Jewels.
Run
I
the
saw
Jewels is
them
great.
live.
You saw Run the Jewels live?
Yeah, at FYF, like,
RTJ,
4
dog.
years ago. They were fucking fantastic.
Run the Jewels 3?
Literally
Quality
one of my
Quality
favorite things. Like, I'd never heard of them before, and we saw them, and they, midway through one of their songs, stopped everything, shouted, "We're the best rap duo ever!" and did a mid-air high five, like something out of a goddamn, like,
They're
John Hughes
adorable.
movie. It was the greatest thing I've ever
Well,
seen.
because it's Killer Mike, who's this, this
Killer Mike is
giant,
amazing.
like, he's
I
this,
love him
he's,
so
like,
much.
he's this, like, 300-pound black guy. He's one of the most impressive activists in the world.
He's so
He
cool.
does so much amazing stuff. And then LP, this little kind of ginger white dude, and LP does all the
adorable.
production, and then he talks, and he's like, "Doctors of death, we are the pain you can trust," and it's like, just, you're like, whoa,
You're like, dude,
settle
your
down.
voice sounds like you're like some radio announcer, but your body looks like a 12-year-old.
Yeah, well, and it gets into like, and then like people shat on like LP. They're like, white rapper LP. But then like Killer Mike, one of the most prominent like, one of the most prominent activists with like Black Lives Matter and stuff, is like everyone's like LP is stupid. Like white people don't rap and stuff. And then Killer Mike like puts his arm around. He's like, "Hey, shut up." Everyone's like, "Oh, okay." And LP is an amazing producer as well.
This is the duo that we were talking about. Killer
If
Mike
you
and
haven't
LP.
seen the music video for Nobody Speak by Run the Jewels, absolutely watch it. It's so good.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. I'll
It's the
check
thing that
shit
starts
out.
like they were doing this thing with DJ Shadow. DJ Shadow did the music for it, and so they were like, "I got DJ Shadow." And I'm like, "All right, well, we want a guy who has a style that we like, but whose style is different than ours." And so DJ Shadow comes in. He's got like this celebratory thing, with, like all these horns and stuff. It's a little celebratory for Run the Jewels song. And they go in and they start like improvising the lyrics because they're kind of, they start to make them up as they go. Not necessarily freestyling, but they just kind of improvise as they go on. But then And so they're like, is this gonna be like a really like impactful song? Is this? And then LP gets up and he goes, picture this, I'm a bag of dicks, put me to your lips. And they were just, and so then from that point they're just like, all right, this is gonna be a fun song. LP's got this like booming, like this very New York sounding
They're both great.
rat voice.
Is his band Black Sabbath? Off topic, kinda, but my uncle has a band. Nice. What's your, like, are they any good?
That's not really off topic. You on topic, man.
Yeah.
Only 5 minutes.
I know a couple people who got bands,
What's up with bands?
though at least one of them is broken up because the guy who pretty much held it together is gone.
Now show them the
Where'd
true
he go?
He went up to, Berkeley.
You thought
For
you were gonna say
college.
heaven.
No. You know, oh, a friend of mine introduced me to a band called Lalouz, which is noir surf rock.
Man, you can't just make shit up like that.
I am not.
Oh, shit,
Hold on, I am
shotgun,
not
fuck.
making that up. Let me.
Doctors of death. We are the pain you can trust. Smoking my
All right.
brain in the mush.
Lalouz is a surf band from Los Angeles, California, founded in 2012, consisting of Shannon Cleveland, Mark.
What does noir mean? And music
Lalouz is
videos
known
are
for
in
their
black
surf
and white?
noir style with layered vocal
Who's got a
harmonies.
follower?
Thanks for the follow. Lauren is cooler than Gus.
That's actually Lauren.
There we go.
Zone C locked.
But no.
I texted
So
her.
the like what Lalouz like the sound is like it's surf rock but with a very noir feel to it, which I can't explain better that.
Hi, Lauren.
But yeah, it's some good music. I would
it?
definitely recommend you check it out.
Noir surf rock.
Zone A
You can't just make shit up like that.
Yeah. Gus, it's music. You
Okay,
can make up whatever
you can
fucking
make
genre
shit
you
up like
want.
that. However, I don't know what it is.
Yeah, it's
That's
a little
not my
hard
fault.
to it's a little hard to describe what it is if you don't know for sure.
It's like pornography. I couldn't describe it, but I'll know it when I see it. That was a very famous quote.
Uh-huh.
Tell me why you even shooting back, stupid. You ain't got no teammates in town.
Somebody's dead.
3 minutes remaining.
Oh, Voop Nation. Hey!
But yeah,
Voop, voop,
I listen to a lot of bands that have really weird, like,
I'm gonna go to their spawn. I'm gonna kill
names for
everybody.
the type of music that they do.
Fucking God.
Like Lalouz, they are noir surf rock. I listen to a band called Gogol Bordello, who are gypsy punk,
Now here's what I'm gonna do.
which is a really fun genre.
Gypsy punk is punk, but gives you powers.
It's inspired by gypsy culture
Dog, I can
because
figure that shit out.
the like guy who started
Oh
the
my
band.
god, the golden gun, you have
uh,
just no time to use it. Oh my god. What am I doing? Yeah, they're replacing whatever Jake Paul's dumbass character name was with Barry from Best Friends Whenever. They're transferring him to Bizarre now.
Nice.
Good. Show your enemy.
But yeah, Eugene Hutz is actually a Ukrainian-born singer and songwriter, musician in general.
Why didn't that kill him right away?
What?
I shot him with a fusion rifle. He should have died. If I had my way. Oh,
But yeah,
fucking hell, shotgun. How do you still have ammo? Our ammo dropped like a minute and a half ago.
Gogol
Not
Bordello
shoot anyone?
is a fantastic band that you guys should definitely check out. Each of their albums sounds a little bit different. One of my favorite ones is... Hold on, I gotta remember the titles of their albums.
Hold on, I want to play this game called How Long Until
But-
Lauren Mentions
oh.
the Neighborhood or 1975. Lauren, do you know any good bands?
The one of my favorite songs by Gogol Bordello is called
Yeah, best,
American
and then
Wedding.
You started watching me.
American Wedding is a great song by Gogol Bordello. Very fast paced, all about how like American weddings are lame because they don't have a shit ton of alcohol and don't go on for like
You, first
48
of all,
hours.
are going to the wrong weddings.
Yeah, no.
Still got that temp audio.
He's just like, the chorus is, have you ever been to an American wedding? Where's the vodka? Where's marinated herring? That is the beginning of the chorus.
What if they're implying that American weddings are cool? Beach fossils, Lauren says.
Beach fossils.
Beach fossils, beach fossils, beach
Who
fossils.
are beach fossils? Or are you telling me to literally go to the beach and look at fossils on the beach? You want to go to the beach and look at fossils on the beach, guys?
No, I want to look at fossils on the internet. I don't want to be a hunter anymore.
Beach fossils.
Hunters don't work very well. Actually, I'm going to be a hunter in hidden multiplayer where they have no utility at all.
Beach fossils.
Get me back
An
to chat.
American indie
I
rock
can't
band.
See chat.
It's right here.
Yeah, but down there, we got our numbers.
We're doing good numbers wise.
One day, I want to imagine that Lauren is going to start streaming League of Legends on Twitch, and she's going to realize that she's made a Twitch name that's dumb. I'm going to come in and watch. Ghost is better than Lauren. I'm clever.
But yeah, Eugene Hutz, the guy who basically created Go Go Bordello, is a fantastic. He's just a really interesting dude. He immigrated from Ukraine because of some other stuff. Became fascinated with gypsy culture. Moved to New York. Learned basically just conversational English, which is why some of his songs, the lyrics, don't make a ton of sense because it's he's not 100% fluent in the language yet. One of the things he's known for is that he'll do crazy stuff during shows. At one of the most famous things that he's done is that he threw one of the big drums out into the audience, jumped on top of it, and crowd surfed while drumming during the drum solo of the song on the drum.
How the fuck do you keep balance like that?
This dude is the skinniest dude you've ever fucking seen.
Just because you're skinny doesn't mean you can balance really well. I try to put a toothpick up and down, fall down.
Right, because he's like me.
I don't understand things
over.
very well, Malcolm. I thought that was funny.
Countdown.
But you don't have good balance. You fall off of shit all the time.
You're on offense. Set the charges or destroy the
That's
enemy
right. You
team.
better stay.
Here we go. Found it.
Oh my god.
And
I'm glad it's documented.
Here we go.
I would be inclined not to believe you. Why do we have two people?
This
on our
is-
team?
this is Eugene Hutz, the lead singer of Go Go Bordello. He regularly does this bit where he will throw the drum out into the...
Doesn't regularly do the bit.
He does. He does this at almost every live show that they do. He's just a genuinely crazy man.
Damn it! You got fucked up.
He also has pretty fantastic facial hair, all the time.
Your charges
And just look at this man.
He has facial hair that's I would want to hang out with him, but I wouldn't want to let him hang out with my kids.
I would want to hang out with him, but I don't want him to know where I live.
Yeah. You can know where I live. Until I have kids, then I'm moving.
Eugene Hutz is a super cool dude. He has he's a really amazing story as well of just how he got where he is. But no, yeah.
How he got these scars.
You want to know how I got these scars?
Make him a pirate.
only 1 minute
Get the
left.
Joker a pirate. Kill him,
Joker's
stupid.
basically a
Don't you
pirate.
fucking let him kill
Man, you know what movie's really good?
Save me now.
Road to El Dorado.
We have
Road
an
to El Dorado is a good
AFK
movie.
guy, this guy with brain damage, me who's dead, and they have more teammates than us. He's dead. This guy's still AFK. Why? Did you kill somebody and then go AFK? What are you doing? Oh, there he is. He was entering the fire team voice channel because, yes, now that we can communicate with him, I can tell him to pick up the fucking controller!
Got you all. Fight another.
Come on, Barry. I don't play League of Legends. Lauren, you know this. I put the L in League of Legends. I suck.
Wait, what?
L in League of Legends. L. Took a L. Learn phrases. You know the phrase took a L? Took a L?
Nope. Do not know the phrase.
Took a L. L is a loss. A
Oh.
loss.
Nice dodge.
No!
Pity it was useless.
That's scared.
1 minute left.
League is a gain for toxic people. You know that,
League
Lauren?
does have a very toxic community.
Fine. I don't.
Overwatch actually suffered from League's toxic community for a little while after they
no.
released their, like when they first brought out competitive, because all of the League players migrated over to Overwatch and were just shitting on people,
Dude.
and like the Overwatch community
Overwatch was
fucking
fun.
rallied and were like, nah,
Well, the
fuck you
Overwatch
guys.
community is-
You guys want to be a dick? Fine. We're just gonna spend the entire time just like being like literally
being bad at the game.
Well, no, yeah, literally, like they intentionally. I saw a game where somebody was being a dick, and so all of the other players just did like the idle emotes that the different characters had, and just hung out until the timer ran out. Like it was the best.
Man, I did it.
The guy kept trying to
Yes.
kill people, and so the other players would just get in the way from his team.
Oh my god, you're a huge fan? Oh my gosh, thank you. I've never...
Gus has
gosh,
never
thank
had a
you.
huge fan before,
No,
guys.
I haven't. I thought my dad was the only one. I wonder if my dad has ever seen my acting. I guess he has to have. He came to my plays when I was, but I don't think he watched my show very much. Oh, come here, fucker. Come here right now. Where are you? Where? You get away from. Oh, he charged into nothing. Shit, that was scary. Can I get a picture? Yeah, you can get a picture of me, but I have to wait. Oh, wait, shit, Lauren, I have to tell you this thing that Jake Paul did at the RDMAs. Okay, so I was at the RDMAs, Radio Disney Music Awards, for the unfamiliar. And Jake Paul was there, and he's got a ton of fans on like Vine and Twitter and stuff, because not really sure why, but he he went and he like goes into the big crowd of people, and he's like, what's up? And everybody swarms him, obviously, because he's got a ton of fans. And then while he's there, he like turns around and looks at the security guard and goes, "Help me." Yes, Best Zed. I'm sure. I'm texting her also.
All teammates down. Fight another.
All teammates down. Oh my god. We're going 5-0. Holy shit.
Hot damn.
Your enemy is on match point.
I didn't realize that we were so
Fucked.
That's the word. Because we got 3 players, they got 4.
Hey, Gus.
What?
Gus.
I'm not gonna look at it.
Say hi.
Why are you...
Gus.
fuck
Gus,
away?
say hi.
Stop. Yeah, what?
Say hi.
What? Hi.
Say hi. Gus says hi.
Only 1 minute left. Enemy has set a charge. Make them regret that.
I'm so tired all the time.
You're all down. This fight's over.
Okay.
Pain leads to perfection, Guardian. Embrace it.
That's the drum outro.
So, Gus, have you ever tried meditating?
Yeah.
Has it worked at all for you?
Yeah.
It's a good time.
Yeah, it's worked because it puts you close to sleeping. That's what I think. I think calming your brain is good. Deep breath can alleviate stress. I don't buy into the spirituality of it, but this is coming from someone who has done it a lot.
Yeah.
I used to I had an acting teacher who was really into it, and we started doing it. We did it in acting classes, and then I would do it more, and I definitely have a lot of experience with it. I don't think personally that there's anything spiritual to it. I think that it's a very good exercise for the imaginative brain. I think that it's helps your thinker. I think it's really good to relax yourself and alleviate stress with.
Yeah. Yeah, I tend to lean more towards the poor man's atheism of agnosticism.
No, agnosticism. I think
In
any Gnostic atheist is an idiot. Anyone who's I know that there's no God. No, you
I don't know
fucking
there's no
Did you
God.
check everywhere? Did you check the downstairs bathroom? Did you check everywhere? You don't fucking know there's no God.
Did you check between
Shut
the couch
up.
cushions?
Oh, I also don't believe. I believe that a lot of people think there's. Oh God, we shouldn't get into religion. Fuck.
I knew what I was doing here.
I don't.
I want to see Gus talk about religion.
I don't believe in a God.
Yeah.
I think that whatever explanation there is for what's around in the universe is going to be more amazing than anything that humans could think of. I think that in a lot of ways religion has been detrimental to human development. In a lot of ways it's been beneficial to human development. I have more opinions on where it is now, but I tend to keep those to myself in the public setting.
Yeah.
What I do think, though, is that, religion is hardwired into every human brain. There is a part of the brain dedicated to it. It's the part that's dedicated to explaining things which are unexplainable, which is worth noting. But I typically am a very scientific mind, and I do my thinking based off of evidence. Some people don't function that way. That's fine. But you know.
So many emotes. But no, yeah.
I'm glad that we finally got some emote spam going on. It finally feels like
We're actually a part of Twitch.
a real Twitch chat.
It feels like a real Twitch stream now that we've got emote spams
I've grown
going
up.
on.
We've got all the dumb emotes going on.
But no, yeah.
Man.
I'm honestly I tend to lean more towards agnosticism just because I don't have enough data on anything to really have a strong opinion one way or another.
I'm an agnostic atheist. I don't know that there's no God because nobody fucking knows that there's no God.
Yeah, it's like there could be, there might not be. Like, I don't fucking know. I'm not gonna bother with it. It doesn't super affect me. So I'm not gonna completely dismiss the idea because it's super helpful for some people.
Sugar
some
Panda.
people definitely
It's
need
Lauren.
that.
I'm texting her right now.
All enemies down. Good.
But no, yeah. But yeah, there's a lot of there's just a lot that I don't know and a lot that I don't understand about the world. And
that's
it's
what
for all I know, there could be a God or there might not be. It's in the grand scheme of things, it's not going to affect me very much whether there's no God or there is a God. I'm not somebody who's particularly super religious to begin with, so it's not going to change me really at all. It's not going to change the way I see the world. If I get hard proof one way or another, it might change it, but until then...
Oh, if I get hard proof one way or another, it will change it.
Yeah,
I would love to find out there's a God, because that would mean I know something I didn't know before. I think that the reason I'm not religious is because the part of the brain that is religious is the part that's dedicated to explaining the unexplainable. Because, that's where every religion came from. It was humans finding a way to explain things they couldn't explain. It was when we were tribal... When we were tribes, we we couldn't worry about. We were smart enough to wonder what the fuck happens to the moon. It keeps going away and coming back. But we weren't smart enough to know, oh, it's the sun, the light, and blah, blah, blah. So we were just like, dragon eats it, it's fine, whatever. And we'll kill a baby once a month, call it quits. And now we know what's up because somebody was like, what if it's not a dragon?
Yeah.
And every major scientific breakthrough, I think, often in the face of religion, has been one person going,
What if it isn't that?
this might be bullshit. And then everyone else being like, no! And then him being like, look. And everyone else being like, no. And I think the reason I'm not religious is because I don't want to pretend I know anything. I don't want to tell myself that I know something if I haven't learned it myself and I haven't learned the evidence for it. That's why I'm not going to say I'm atheist. I'm a Gnostic atheist because I'm not. I don't know there's no God. But there could be a God. I don't know. I'm open to finding out. But I do know that whatever it is, it's going to be amazing and fascinating.
I took a really interesting philosophy of religion class last semester at PCC.
Yeah.
Like, I think you would actually really enjoy taking a philosophy of religion class at some point, just because it's interesting to see the way that people have thought about religion and the arguments they've come up with, and see, like, the logical, like, reasoning to get to God existing that people have made, and, like, it's interesting because it immediately just everything that you think about your basic standard, and it was like a philosophy of Christianity class, to be completely honest. Like they didn't talk much about anything else. But it was just really interesting to see the way that they've wow. I'm
gonna save a video clip of that. That was funny. Continue.
But yeah, there's a lot of really interesting ideas about how you can prove that God does or does not exist. And like I don't know how much I buy into any of them, and like it was just in general a really interesting class to take because it gave me a lot of extra points of view. It gave me a better understanding of how people like in a logical and intelligent way can think about God and the way that he interacts with the world and
or she,
he or she, it.
Dude, if there's a God, it's a fucking it.
Yeah. But no, yeah, like it was really a I actually really enjoyed the class that I took. Like it taught me a lot, and I felt like I actually learned a lot.
When I have kids, I'm going to teach them about all religions.
Yeah, of course.
I'm going to teach them. I'm going to say, this is what these believe. This is what these people believe. This is what these people believe. This is what these people believe. This is what we have evidence for so far.
I'm going to pretty much try and do exactly what my family did, which is just sort of like, yeah, sure, whatever, kid. Like, you can figure this out. Here's a shit ton of mythology, and like,
that's the thing.
Yeah, religion exists, but like, there's a bunch of different ones, and you can kind of just pick and choose what you want if you want it.
If you're going to introduce someone to religion, then you show them all the religions.
Yeah, give them the full list.
I have a very good friend who's a Mormon, and I don't fuck with Mormonism really, but she's a Mormon, and her family isn't. She chose to be a Mormon, which I was like, what the fuck?
You're like, all right, at
age 16,
kiddo.
she was just like, I'm Mormon now. I was like, what the fuck? And she was like, yeah, I was atheist, and then I went to a bunch of churches to see if I would feel anything. I felt something in the Mormon church. And I was like, well, I don't think I'm going to feel something in the Mormon church. And on the face of Mormonism, I don't like it that much, but I can't argue with you.
Yeah, it's like...
Because where's that argument going to go?
Yeah, I mean, as long as it's not like, as long as you're being open to other people having other beliefs than you, you're welcome to believe whatever the fuck you want. Like, as long as you're not...
Don't tell your kids what to believe. Tell them how to think. Not what to think. That's an old phrase.
Yeah, it's like... It's all about just sort of... like, do whatever the fuck you want as long as you're not preventing anyone else from doing whatever the fuck they want.
Lauren, let's do it.
I'll let you know
when I'm free. Also, get that picture with post, because that'll be hilarious. Alright, have a good one. Thank you for stopping in, Lauren.
Yeah, thanks for swinging by. It was cool to meet you. I don't know who you are, though.
She's the blonde girl on my show.
Never seen your show, Gus.
You haven't seen Best Friends Whenever? That's a staple of Disney Channel.
No, I legitimately have not seen it.
We're the feminist show. We're the real one. Girl Meets World is a little bit. But we know.
Nice shot. But no, yeah.
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Oh, come at me. Oh, fucking come at me.
There's a lot of
Dummy.
my general attitude towards the world is like mostly live and let live. As long as you're not getting in the way of people doing their thing, and
Yeah,
they're not getting in the way
don't
of
fuck
you
with
doing
people.
your thing,
Shut the
like
fuck up.
great.
Yeah,
like just have a good time.
that's why I think, like, the people who are getting mad about the gender revolution that's happening, where we're realizing that gender's a spectrum, and everyone's like, well, I don't want these people identifying as something that's not a boy or a girl. Why the fuck do you care? Shut up. It's literally not your shit.
It does not.
Shut
Yeah.
up. Why do you care if this person identifies as male or female?
It's like
It's just not your shit. Just get
it's
the
the whole
fuck out of
sexuality
it.
thing all over again. It's like, and we're still fighting that battle.
No. I mean, everyone who's still fighting that battle is just retarded. Like, they just don't. They're just an idiot. Anyone who's
Regardless,
still
there is still a battle going on because people are not able
Down
to
with
accept
people
stuff
being
and they're
gay.
not okay with all of that. But like, it's a like honestly, I try to stay out of it. It's
Oh,
I'm-
I don't believe in that. I say get into it.
I
Get
try to
into
stay out of it.
Fight for what's right.
I speak up when I have the opportunity to, but I don't actively go looking for fights.
Yeah, that's what I do
I am
also.
somebody who
Assume the world is good until you see something in it that's bad, and then work to make that better.
that I personally am somebody who as the like I guess privileged majority of the US being
Well,
a
white
white
men.
male.
White men
You
are
just-
a minority.
Yeah.
It's just that white people are the racial majority, and men think they get everything because for all of history they did.
Mm-hmm.
So
'Cause,
that's
like,
the whole
dudes
thing
are
about
kinda
white
honestly a
rappers.
little bit
It's
like a dick.
all right, but just watch it because you're treading on something
Be
that's
careful
not
about
yours
it.
and that you didn't start, and that started to rise up against the fact that white people have been tyrants for as long as the world has been around.
Zone C lost. Power play.
Which doesn't make sense. Like, why was white better? Like, why
It
did
was
someone
literally
else...
they just got a kickstart in technology, and
That's
so they were
what
like,
happens,
yeah,
is-
you guys are like way primitive compared to us, so we're obviously the better
Yeah, I
people.
mean, it's-
just
and
because
it's
you
also
haven't
just
figured
because
out how
they-
foraging shit
They
works yet.
invaded people, and they were just like, we take your technology, now it's our technology. Like, white people were just bigger dicks than everyone else, and cashed out.
Enemy has closed the gap.
People like us do exist best. Like it's
Yeah, there are more people who understand things than you think. It's just that
the
they're
issue
not
is
the
that
ones
they
yelling
don't
about
talk
it.
about anything. Like
Unless you go to like
people
the Women's March or something incredible like that, it's you're just gonna get
Yes.
the loud ones or the dummies.
Meaning of war.
Yeah, I mean it's
Imminent. 3 minutes.
it's a vocal minority is what is happening a lot of the time. Is that the people who are shouting and being loud are the ones who like
Zone A captured.
they're the ones making the most noise. They're also usually the most extreme to either side. Like I'm I'm a little bit Buddhist in my beliefs of just not as in like the religion, because Buddhism isn't technically a religion, it's just sort of a
Yeah, it's also
structure
not,
of beliefs.
not peaceful, though.
Yeah. I'm a little bit Buddhist in that in the loosest possible sense, in that I think that everything needs to be done in moderation, which is to the
Man, but that doesn't have to be a Buddhist
Yeah,
belief.
it's not-
That's
it's not a
literally
Buddhist
talk to
belief.
anyone smart and they'll just say that shit.
Yeah. I mean, but seriously though, like everything needs to be done in moderation. Like a little bit of everything is good. You need to experience everything. You need to try to have as much try to just learn. Never stop learning. Always
That's the thing.
always
That's
be
why I'm-
open to
yeah.
new ideas, always be open to learning about how the world works, always be open to new ideas, new philosophies, new thoughts, new knowledge, like just
Yeah.
never stop being a kid is basically my philosophy. Like that's my personal philosophy is always look at the world like it's got something new and wonderful and
Well,
amazing to
I'm
offer.
excited for for the AI revolution because
That will be interesting.
humans are going to have to do a lot less. And I'm excited for every job to be automated. And everyone's going to lose their job. That's the thing. Everyone's going to lose their job. Quit bitching about it. We need to move to universal basic income. Everyone's like, that's socialism. That's not going to work.
All right,
It's just fucking wrong. It is-
guys. Completely off topic, but I just discovered that I can crack not only these knuckles, but also these knuckles.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know that I could do it because I had not been able to for a while.
But yeah, universal basic income. That's the next big one. All the Republicans are like, no, but they're old and white and they'll die of heart disease. So, and then we'll be down to the smart ones. And so universal
Humans
basic
and
income.
or if humans fail, Earth will correct itself.
No. Humans aren't dying with Earth.
Place belongs to you now. Take the
No, yeah, I'm saying that either we'll kill ourselves off and Earth will be fine and adapt to whatever the fuck we leave
No,
behind.
we're gonna kill Earth and leave. I mean, that's a bummer, but
Yeah,
that's what's gonna happen.
I mean, it's not that we're gonna kill Earth, it's that we're gonna make it inhabitable,
Yeah.
uninhabitable for us. Like, it's...
Yeah, we're gonna come back to Earth after we fuck it up and find all the shit that's there now.
be like,
We're
"Oh, shit,
whoa, this
dude,
shit's
look."
dope.
This shit looks like what we saw in, like, the classic 70s sci-fi novels now. We got,
We
like,
did
some
this?
fucking...
Wow.
Cool!
Oops.
It was an accident, but, like,
Oops,
you
but
know...
dope.
Cool!
It wasn't an accident. Oil companies knew what they were doing the whole
Well, no,
time.
I mean, it turning out vaguely okay was an accident. Us fucking up
Oh,
Earth
it's
is
not
an
gonna be
accident.
okay for
us
us.
and a lot of other
This is gonna
species
be
because we're gonna
neat.
kill a lot of stuff. But
Yeah.
it's like
sea lost.
life goes on. It's surprisingly hard to tamp it out. And honestly, one of my favorite things is I recently have been just sort of. I'm not referring to Wall-E. Wall-E's sort of an example of like
That
happening, but I'm not referring to Wall-E. One of my favorite things is that I found a subreddit, and I can't remember what it's called, that basically just talked about how, like, what if humans are just, like,
Zone A lost.
and as
Now show them.
sorry, I'm losing my train of thought because I'm thinking about, like, 4 different things. As far as, the way that humans are, I think one of the things that has propelled us forward is not the fact that we are extremely warlike and willing to just fight fucking anything, but that as long as we are not actively being threatened, we typically are just sort of like, huh, wonder if I can make friends with that. Like,
Yeah.
that's sort of a fundamental thing about humans is as long as there's not a, like, potential direct threat, most of the time, we're pretty happy to just be like, I'm gonna pet that. Like, that is how wolves happened, is we were like, huh, it's kind of scary looking, but also it's fluffy.
Yeah, I fuck
I'm
with
gonna
that
just
thing.
like, I'm gonna try giving it some food. I'm gonna hug it. Like, humans,
Now I'm gonna make it breed with other ones so it's retarded and looks bad. This is what I call a pug.
like, humans' default is like, that looks friendly. That looks friend-shaped. And I think that that's
That
a
looks
wonderful...
friend-shaped.
that looks friend-shaped. I had a, like, that's just sort of like...
I fuck with that phrase.
That's my default is that looks friend shaped. I want to be friends
That's just
with that.
Malcolm, yeah.
That's Malcolm incarnate is that looks friend shaped.
You have advantage.
What's up?
But no, yeah, like I think that one of the major driving forces behind humans' advancement and their ability to survive so well is the fact that we have compassion for literally fucking everything.
Yeah.
We have compassion over
Oh, yeah, I
fucking rocks.
There shouldn't be
Like
a...
we draw an eye on, like, draw eyes on a rock, or not even draw eyes on a rock. We
name
literally just we're like, fuck it. This is Steve, my pet rock. Like, we have such a need to feel compassion and befriend things and, like, just have this emotional bond with stuff that we literally will do it to fucking anything.
Yeah.
And, like, it's such an interesting thing to think about. And the fact that
honestly, we make like I've been a huge subscriber basically since I heard the theory that humans come from a death planet. Like Earth is a death planet, straight up. And for those of you who don't know what a death planet is a planet that has an extremely hostile an extremely hostile environment, extremely hostile creatures. It's not typically survivable by most sentient creatures, most creatures in general, and those who come from it end up extremely good at surviving in almost any situation because they are adaptable and they're able to deal with whatever gets thrown at them because they lived in just a goddamn hellhole.
Humans also
And
are very fragile.
well, they aren't though. Humans are fragile, but
Humanity is not.
well, no, I mean
Humans are.
humans as a base are kind of honestly fucking terrifying. Like if you look at us compared to any other biological life form on Earth.
Wolverines.
Okay, I said almost
Fucking
any other.
Wolverine.
Wolverines are ridiculous.
Octopi.
Octopi are also ridiculous.
Cuttlefish.
But
Turtles!
turtles.
Turtles are
Gus,
tanks!
Gus, think about it. We can literally lose a limb and keep going and be fine.
Most shit can do that.
No, think about it.
Horses can't do it because we kill them!
Most other animals, if they get injured in any way, like if they break a bone, that is a huge detriment to them, and they are likely to not survive that for a long time.
That's because of community.
Humans, well,
That's
yes,
'cause of
it's because of community, but it's also because we have an amazing ability to. We scar extremely quickly, which means that we don't look great after it, but we recover from injuries far faster than most other animals. We are pursuit predators, which is one of the most terrifying goddamn things you've ever seen. If you actually look into what a pursuit predator is.
Yeah,
Because
lizards lose tails.
lizards lose tails and grow them back. Yes.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that there
Have you
aren't
seen- have you
cool
seen-
other
okay,
things that people have done.
non-sequitur. Have you ever seen the show Clarence?
No, it
It's
looks
just
fucking
about this
retarded.
little kid. It's hilarious. It looks what?
It looks like a retarded show.
Yeah, it's great. It's fantastic, and you would love it. You would love Clarence.
All right.
But there's this bit where Clarence grabs a lizard, runs away, and leaves his tail. He's like, "Thank you." That's not how he talks to people. Like, "Thank you," and then he goes and he gives it to this girl. After he's like, "Here you go." He's like, "This is." He's like, "I think it'll grow back, and it should grow into a whole new lizard this time."
I mean,
Clarence just go, "Oh my god, you would love Clarence, man."
All right. I've watched an episode or two and wasn't a fan.
No, watch
But
A
no.
Pretty Good Day with a Girl.
Like humans are just kind of fantastic, and I love humans. If you first off go to there's a subreddit, and it's a fantastic subreddit called Fuck Yeah Humanity, which is just a real fun time to be on because it's a lot of sci-fi stuff about what if humans are the more dominant weird race that shows up. Everybody always portrays humans as being the weak, tiny, kind of just there people who show up. But what if humans are, they are the dominant, crazy, powerful race? One of my favorite things is that humans are generally seen in the Fuck Yeah Humanity posts as being nobody really expects them to do much because they're kind of just these hairless monkeys that are around, but they reproduce at an extreme speed and are just determined as
Don't
fuck.
reproduce that fast.
We have a
practice a lot.
hugely expanding population and are very good at just getting a lot of humans into one area very quickly.
You didn't hear my joke.
I did hear your joke. We do practice a lot. Not much, Capsule Mango. We've moved on from religion to just humanity in general.
This has been a talkative stream. We got
It
religion,
has.
race,
I've been a
Paul.
huge fan of this. I've been a huge fan of this stream. This stream is good. We've been talking about a lot of really fun stuff.
What?
What the? Sorry. But no. Yeah, one of my favorite ones that I've seen, which I think was on Fuck Yeah Humanity, was it basically talked about how humans have this amazing ability to bond with anything, and that what if the aliens sort of are well, what the shit is this? How are these? Why do they do this? If you're having a human on board, make sure to have a pet, because otherwise they're just going to try to befriend any goddamn living thing you find. Or they might just tape a knife to a robot like a cleaning droid and name that.
Okay. when Rooster Teeth did that and it became a meme, that was great.
I actually...
Roombas with balloons and knives.
That's the coolest goddamn shit you've ever fucking seen. I would watch the shit out of that all the goddamn time. But no,
I'm killing it with a fusion rifle right now. Oh, did you see that?
Alright, completely off topic, but I remember reading a thing. I'm trying to find one of the posts that I was talking about, and I just found a picture that I have saved, which is like it's a quote that somebody like is written down about this nerd couple who got married a long time ago, but like they have a adorable story about how they met. They met at a Star Trek convention where the guy's wife, like his now wife, was studying abroad from France.
And he was studying abroad from America.
Well, she did not speak English, and he did not speak French. And so the first few months of their relationship, they communicated entirely in Klingon.
Okay, can I make my joke again?
Make your joke again.
Okay, go ahead and say the first thing you said.
She studied abroad from France.
She was studying abroad from France?
Uh-huh.
Sounds like he was studying abroad from France. Thank you.
That was good. But just like, that was adorable. But no, yeah. Yeah, one of my favorite things is the idea that, like, humans come from a death planet. Like, if you think about, like, what if all of the other, like, Earth-like planets, like, in the galaxy are all, like, really, like, super, like, temperate, and, like, it's basically all just, like, the fucking Mediterranean. And so, like, we go out and, like, meet up with other alien races, and they're like, you know, great, cool, like, we're going to some new planets, and we get there, and just, like, several species land on a new world, and the humans are all like, score, Earth-like world! And, like, let's get exploring before we get out-competed. And the planet just starts offing other aliens left and right, because it's, like, electric storms, and hypothermia, and tornadoes, and stuff, and, like, the other aliens don't know how to handle it, and humans are just, like, having fucking snowball fights, and, like, just, like, dicking around and having a good time and just surviving.
Really quick, Duraswag, tell you what, give us a follow and I'll party up with you next game.
Alright, you heard the man. But no, yeah, it's like...
That was a bad dodge.
Like,
yeah, just add me.
It's so good, and, like, like, just, like, Earth is basically... I love the concept that Earth is basically Space Australia.
Heyo!
Hey, thank you for the follow.
Alright, let me, I'll add you right now, as soon as this game's over.
Well, no, I mean, that's the thing, though, is that I don't think that humans are, at their base, scared of everything. I think that humans are very defensive, in that if they get attacked, they will fight back.
Man, you can't base all humans on cops. Just because cops suck doesn't mean all humans suck.
Just because a few cops suck doesn't mean that all cops suck as well.
Cop system sucks and attracts bullies. That's the problem.
I will agree with that, but there are some genuinely wonderful policemen out there.
Yeah, there are.
Like, there are actually a lot of them.
There absolutely are.
We end up seeing
but the system that they
people.
work in encourages people who want to bully to join. I'd be willing to say that the average cop... I'd be willing to say that...
The average cop is a pretty good guy?
I meet a cop, I think that the average cop is someone who has sought out the job, whether consciously or subconsciously, for the sake of being in a position of power.
Again,
I firmly
think that...
would argue that.
That's fair.
I think that the fact that
I sort of agree with you.
It's not about the killing. It's not even about, like, them killing minorities. It's about the treatment. The fact that if you hang out in a black community, even though cop shootings are technically rare, like they're not happening all the time, but if you hang out in a black community and there are policemen, everybody is scared. Everybody is scared right away, and it's just common knowledge. Yeah, just don't hang out near a cop.
Yeah.
My username is HeckPluto. HeckPluto.
Yeah. Ugh.
But no, yeah. Yes, best username. You should make you and your BF French toast for dinner later.
Absolutely.
French toast for dinner is fantastic.
That's a good dinner.
I'm not personally a fan of French toast.
French toast is good, though.
I don't like eggs. I hate eggs.
Really?
Yeah,
I like
I have
eggs.
hated eggs since forever. I'm not a fan. But no. But yeah. I think that yes, humans do have some tendencies towards just sort of showing up and taking stuff. But I think that overall we're much more likely to just sort of as a species, we're more likely to just befriend everything. Like our default is mostly just like showing up and hanging out. Like we just want to see what's out there. And like if we think that we're better than someone, we will probably try and like it's usually not everybody, it's usually a few people who are in a position of power who are like, yeah, I can manipulate this and just get a bunch of shit for nothing.
Yeah, I mean, that's the whole police academy system, that whole organization is just, it's too rewarding to that kind of thing.
Yes,
and they all have each other's backs.
I will agree that
and they aren't tried.
The current system very heavily
problem
encourages
is
and
that
attracts people
cops-
who want to abuse people.
Cops are the way that they're trained
Yeah.
in situations. It's rare that you'll meet a cop who won't help someone lost get home, and who
Yeah.
won't help someone who wants to kill themselves, and who won't do this stuff. But when a cop feels that they're in a threatening situation, that's when it just becomes them being scared, because they're taught to defend their life first. And that's why cops shoot people's dogs if they don't know if they're gonna lick them or attack them. They won't even let the dog get close. I mean, they'll just shoot it. That's why cops just, I mean, that's why they shoot minorities, is because they have these racial prejudices that are set in them, and set in them by the kind of way that they are taught about the world. Duroswag, I'm actually going to switch to Titan, so that we'll do Double Warlock for a bit. Let's go to.
But no, yeah, I gotta say, like, I love this is just sorry. I'm back to I'm in a sci-fi mood right now, so I'm enjoying the like humans come from a death world concept still.
Yeah.
And just like I found the post that just makes me think about it the most, which is it's a huge Tumblr thread that just keeps adding extra sections on. This one is it's literally just like some aliens show up and they're like, I'm sorry, what did you say your comfortable temperature range is? And humans are just like, honestly, we can tolerate anything from -40 to 50 Celsius, but we prefer the 0 to 30 range. And the alien's like, did you just list temperatures below freezing? It's like, one of them is like, you're telling me you have settlements on an island with active volcanism. I mean, yeah, we're not about to tell Iceland and Hawaii how to live their lives. Actually, it's kind of a tourist attraction. What, the molten rock? Yeah, it's not every day you see mountains spew liquid rocks into the air. The best one is Yellowstone, though. All these hot spring geysers from the super volcano. You actively seek out super volcanoes? Shit, man. We swim in the groundwater near them. Oh yeah. And you say the poles of your world get as low as -100 degrees with wind chill? Yep. Blizzards you can't see through, and you can't see through every other day, just about. Amazing. When did you manage to send drones that could survive such temperatures? Well, actually, what? We kind of sent people. What? Yeah, I heard you. What? You sent humans to a place that was 100 degrees below freezing? Yeah, and they didn't die? Well, the first few did. People died and you sent more? Oh yeah, the one about surely you have records of volcanic activity doing tremendous damage to human settlements. Yep, Pompeii is pretty legendary. Like entire cities went, towns burned down. Ah, good. Well, at least they learned their lesson and didn't build there again. Well, are you seriously telling me that volcanoes are like a volcano that is legendary for killing several urban several like urban locations, and you just built on top of it again? In our defense, it hasn't done it again. Like it hasn't done it since.
Well, so far.
What about earthquake-prone areas? Please tell me you're at least vaguely sensible about those. Oh yeah, after the first major earthquake flattens the city, we build them better. Like, think about it. We live in a goddamn, like, horrible, like, death planet. This place is hostile
man,
as fuck.
Look at other planets. This place is about as hostile as the most gentle planets.
Okay. I mean from a livable sense. Like,
But look at any other
our
planet.
axis is on a tilt. There are crazy season shifts. There's temperatures that span a crazy amount of difference. Like in the habitable zone of most stars, if there is a planet, the likelihood, like, I like to think that Earth is just a kind of ridiculous.
Zone B lost.
Pompeii is 100% the people's fault. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
But no, it's like
Pompeii, or as you may know it, that song you're tired of.
But yeah, it's like there's a lot of. I really like the idea that humans, because we've been dealing with just a kind of chaotic. I like that idea for us being special.
Yeah. It's definitely fun. I think human nature is a really cool thing.
Zone B,
100%.
you have zone advantage.
I'm getting power ammo. I can't put the power ammo.
But no, but yeah, it's like. Accurate. Tom's back.
Yeah, I heard.
I'm excited because I get to hang out with Tom again.
Yeah, but I don't.
I
get
don't
to
like
sleep
the.
anymore.
I don't like the peripherals of Tom. I don't like the peripherals of Tom, but I like Tom.
Yeah.
I think Tom's a good dog.
He's a good dog.
Zone C,
I'm gonna be walking him a bunch, and I'm hopefully going to also be training him so that he's better behaved. Because Seth does not know how to train a dog. At all. He is horrible at it. Like, he does not understand the way that dog training works.
Yeah. Man,
the way
he
the
just,
dog
just like
works.
didn't try. It's just like
He like
these are just
a
things he
little bit,
does.
but he
Don't
just kind
try
of
to-
like was like, don't tell him how to live his life. What are you talking about?
That sounds like a way of Seth to talk about it too. Dude. The only guy I know who says dude with an umlaut. Dude.
Dude.
Dude. Almost with an R. Dude.
Seth is my step cousin who's currently. Is Seth actually staying with us?
No.
In the trailer, or no? Or are we just watching Tom?
Just Tom.
Cool. So yeah, he's back in town, and because he's got a dog that I don't know that he's necessarily responsible enough to take care of, we're keeping an eye on it.
Just not at all.
We're keeping an eye on it for now, and he's hopefully going to actually get in contact with me about paying me for walking Tom,
Yeah.
and hopefully paying me for training Tom. But yeah, I actually got an offer from a friend of mine named Sarah, who's super cool, to help me train the dog because,
come on, they've got total control.
like, she likes big dogs. Which is weird. She's real small. Like, she's like 5'3" and 95 pounds.
Oh, that was a good swarm grenade.
She could
Wow,
she could
that's
probably
a tiny,
ride
That's
Tom.
a tiny person.
She is real small.
She could ride.
Tom's back couldn't support it, but she could ride Tom.
Have you seen Tom?
I have.
B lost.
Dogs are not built to be ridden. Like,
They're
genetically.
horses.
Well,
I mean,
we
now
have
they
bred
are.
horses so that they can, like, be ridden. Originally, horses were not meant to be ridden at all.
Nothing was meant to be ridden. 'Cause there weren't things that were dicks enough to ride shit.
True.
You have
But no,
Dope
yeah,
enough
like,
to ride shit. We invented the chariot, and horses were like, "You're finally gonna get off," and we were like, "Yeah." And they were like,
Nah.
finally a break. And we were like, "Ah."
Don't let your enemy take this without a fight.
Don't let your enemy take this without a fight.
Zone B.
But no, yeah, like honestly, I think that
Oh, Duro's getting the power.
human
Okay.
human
Oh,
in general.
Careful, Duro. Get him.
Honestly, I think that humans as a species
Ah!
are a lot more.
Duro avenged me.
Yay! I
He
think that
killed
humans.
Immortal God 10 to avenge me.
Zone B secure. You have advantage.
I personally like
Captured Zone C.
as a honestly, I think I'm an optimist. I consider myself an optimist. I have a pretty optimistic view of the world.
And fight again.
Like, would you agree with that?
Yes.
Like, I
would
tend
agree
to
with that.
think that people are like people at their base are good. People want to.
Good
I-
at its base is subjective.
Yes, I think that people at their core don't particularly want to do harm to others.
Yeah, no, I
Like
agree.
at a human at base level just wants to survive.
Humans just wanna survive.
And then once they can survive, they just want to
Fuck
they
this shit.
want to socialize. Like they want to be a part of something. Like humans have a natural urge to want to be a member of a group. Like they feel a need to be connected with other people. Like humans are, I think, literally the most empathetic thing on Earth. Like
Yeah.
that's fair to say.
Okay, we're one of the only ones capable of empathy.
Like
It takes a lot of brains to be
Like-
capable of empathy.
empathy is this.
It's like running an
amazing,
emulator.
Ridiculous. You're not wrong. That's a great description of it. Like it's the biological equivalent of having to run an emulator.
Running the Great Human Emulator.
Oh god. But no, like humans at their base are they care about everything. Like they at their base will make connections and will do their best to make like just to be a part of something. Like humans want to feel important. They want to feel like they've made a difference. They want to do good. They want to, at their core, leave the world better than it was when they entered it. Now, whether their world is themselves and they just are trying to make themselves as comfortable as they can before they leave, or whether they literally mean the world itself
Yeah, but
is
literally
kind of
that's
the issue.
fine. We get to change the world how we want because no one else fucking bothered to do it.
Well, what I'm saying is I'm talking about the people who are like extremely self-centered about it.
Oh yeah.
Of like, I'm changing the world to be better for me and me alone.
Like ruining my neighborhood.
Exactly. Like, people at their base want to change stuff for the better. Now,
Yeah,
what
I
their
don't think
what their
anything wants
definition
to live a worse life.
exactly, but like, I think that humans at their core want to make stuff better, not just for themselves but for others.
Yeah.
And like that is what makes humans so special, is that they have this amazing capacity for empathy and this amazing ability to just care about everything and anything. Like they can
Waterfall of Vex.
milk.
Yes, Vex milk.
Like they just have this amazing ability to put themselves in other people's places and other things' places. Like there's no reason in like an evolutionary or like survival instinct reason that we should like feel empathy for other species.
Yeah, I
Like-
mean, it's
like-
just we just got too smart, basically.
At its base, there's no reason for that. Empathy is not a survival trait. Like empathy is
But
the thing that
empathy
will get
is,
you killed.
Is part of
Empathy is part
societal
of
evolution.
societal evolution, and empathy is part of us. Why we are able to do what we have done and be as good as we are. But at its core, empathy is a big threat to you because if you see a tiger, you're going to be like, great, I should kill that because it could kill me and I should kill it first. Empathy is like, oh, it's probably hungry. Like, empathy is the thing
Although
that is like...
humans are good at determining when to use which one, generally.
To the light. I
Generally.
think there's a metaphor here.
I mean, better
guess.
than any other species.
Well, yeah, but that's because like there's almost no other species that have empathy. Like I think one of the closest is probably dogs, and even that is just they get
other
excited.
species, okay, will show it as an anomaly.
Yeah, yeah. But I think dogs are one of the species that like kind of actually consistently shows empathy.
Oh, a barrier.
Like,
This planet must
and even then, it's mostly like
I think they're trying to contain the.
I think empathy is a beautiful thing, and I think that there's not enough people who
Look,
utilize
I'm not
it.
arguing against empathy.
I think that it's what has made humans as amazing and advanced as we are.
Respect might be. Yes.
Well, I think that like empathy and respect are very closely tied.
Yeah.
It's hard to have respect for something that you don't experience empathy for.
I don't experience
Or-
a whole lot of empathy for Obama, but I respect the shit out of Obama.
I don't mean empathy, like I mean being able to recognize that other people exist and understand that they have their own point of view.
All right,
and
that's not
understand
empathy.
said point of view.
That's an awareness of minds.
I guess it's
That is something that only humans have.
yeah, like
An awareness that other things are conscious.
yeah.
Wow, we're starting to sound like everything. Great game.
We're getting there
the
slowly.
region possibly be drilling for.
But yeah, like it's an interesting stuff. Like I am somebody who's taken several philosophy classes. I enjoy talking about philosophy. I wish that I knew more, and I want to keep expanding my horizons because it's a really interesting topic. I love sci-fi novels because good ones, especially some of the older ones, really explore what makes people people and what makes them tick, and put people into interesting situations.
Duroswag, I just need to tell this something really quick. I'm gonna drop a Nova when all the Cabal come out at the dig site, so don't kill them. Because I'm gonna make orbs.
But yeah, like no, I think that I love people. Like I think that people are a wonderful, amazing, empathetic bundle of weirdness that nobody really quite understands why the
Yeah.
fuck we do anything that we do. We try really hard, but we're kind of just doofy, and we do our best, and we try real hard, and we don't always do a great job, but we always get back up and keep trying. And
So Durswag up here, when we get to this get to the drill, there's that huge battalion of guys that come out. Just let me Nova then, because I can kill all of them with one shot.
but yeah, like I think human determination is another thing that is kind of.
Yeah, I mean, with enough resources...
I mean, not even determination.
And
Sheer, like,
determination, humans can do most shit.
not determination, just stubbornness to accept that they can't do something.
Alright, that's what determination is.
I mean, yes, but, like, I think that stubbornness is more accurate, because determination is just like, I'm gonna do this. Like, pig-headed stubbornness is more like, I'm gonna do this because you said I
Alright.
can't.
There we go. You see that? You see me just literally kill all of those guys?
Uh-huh. But no, like, I think that that's another one of the, like, empathy and our refusal to accept no as an answer when somebody tells us that something can't be done are the two things that have made humans great. And I love that when we get knocked down, our response is not to just be like, okay, I guess we're on the ground now, or I guess we need to come up with a different plan. It's to get right the fuck back up and try again. Like, we might change our plan a little bit, but we keep heading
One big
towards whatever
human
that
thing.
goal is.
Check this out. So this is an argument I came up with when I was really little.
Uh-huh.
Just about like why I think humans are dope. Is that humans, when like an animal comes up to an object in the road, like in the way of where they're trying to go, they'll like what's a cat gonna do, or a bear? They'll move around it. Humans will first try and move the object.
Yeah.
And that's what I think is so cool about them.
You know, Cade got stuck stealing from the Vex.
Well, they'll either try to move the object or climb over the object.
They'll climb over the object.
They'll get real up close and personal with the object to try and figure out what the fuck it is and what it's doing in
animals will
its
do that.
path.
I'm talking about just if there's like a block, like just something in the way. Animals will try to get on top of it, walk around it. Humans will just.
Go through it.
I wonder if I can just push the block out of the way. And spoiler alert, if we think about it enough, we fucking can push any block out of the way. Because we're dope.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, like, that's what makes humans so great, is that they just... We're kind of a little bit dumb. We're kind of a little bit, like, we make bad decisions a lot of the time.
Yeah, we do.
Like, all the time.
We're smart enough to make bad decisions.
But yeah,
we're smart
we're smart
enough
enough
that
to-
the consequences of our bad decisions are huge. If a rabbit makes a bad decision, the worst case scenario, the biggest impact a bad decision of a rabbit can make is the rabbit dies. The biggest impact that a human making a bad decision can make is everything in the world dies. Like,
Yeah.
we just figured shit out more than anyone else. Like, Ernie, my little brother, was arguing
Ernie is
with me.
fantastic.
It's fine. Ernie was arguing with me. He was like, humans are the dumbest animal because we make things extinct. And I was like, Ernie, humans are the smartest animal. We can make things extinct. If we want no more of something, we make
just do it.
no more of something. Where did all the mosquitoes go? Got rid of them. What do you
We're
mean?
trying.
We got rid of them. No, we're trying to get rid of Zika. Mosquitoes still, I guess, have slightly enough meaning in the environment.
But no, like, that's
Really?
that's
Didn't fucking
what that's
kill
what
the
I love so
blood
much
guard?
about humans, is that despite the fact that we are like we're sort of like what happens when you just put a kid into like a I don't know, 5 or 6 year old into like a workshop full of tools and just say go nuts.
I'm gonna
We
figure
don't
out what every
quite
one of these
understand
does.
what anything that we're doing does, but we're damn sure going to keep doing it until we can figure out how to do something interesting with it. And we just keep having fun. We keep, like...
Do you know that we're the only species that makes video games?
We're, like, one of the only species that, like, you know,
I'm one of the only
actively
ones.
seeks out stuff solely for the purpose of entertainment.
We're not the only ones that play video games.
True. But, like, we're
Dogs,
one of the
pigs play video
few
games.
species that actually actively seeks out stuff solely for the purpose of entertainment.
Yeah.
Like, dolphins will do that as well. I think octopi literally get bored if you don't give them something that's entertaining.
Yeah. Octopi like puzzles. Oh, want to know something awesome?
Chimps like
Here's
puzzles
something
as
cool
well.
that you're going to want to hear.
What?
So, you know what's a really cool species is ravens. Any
Dude,
kind of
ravens
jackdaw.
are fucking amazing. I
They're
fucking
really
love
smart.
them.
They
They're
can
so
talk.
clever. They can talk.
They're really smart. And so I was reading this article about ravens and them, like, doing tests, people setting up tests for ravens. And then basically they were like, they basically did, they were like, check it out. This is a box that you have to use this tool to open. The ravens were like, all right, got it. Check it out. I figured it out. And then we were like, and so then the next day, so we were like, here's this tool, open this box. And the raven figured out how to open the box with the tool. That's already amazing. And then the next day we were like, okay, do you want a treat or do you want this tool? You can have a treat right now or you can have this tool. And they took the tool. And then later we showed them the box. And they were like, and they used the tool and they opened the box to get more treats. Then we showed them, then we stopped showing them the box for a while. We said, do you want a treat or do you want a tool? They took the tool still. And they kept it and protected it until we showed them the box again. That happened with everyone, time and time again, every time they did the test, with the exception of one pigeon. And no, it's not that that pigeon was stupider. That pigeon just figured out how to open the box without the tool. And so that pigeon was just like, I get to
pigeon
tweet,
or crow?
and I get a... Oh, no, sorry, raven.
Yeah.
Raven.
Raven, not pigeon. Because
That's what I meant to say.
pigeons are
Pigeons
just
are dumb as
fucking
fuck.
the most goddamn retarded birds on the planet, and would probably not still be alive if we did not keep
Are
feeding
you
them.
kidding me?
But no, yeah, like, ravens are so intelligent, and, like, it's the best. Like,
And they're just dope, too. Have you, like, seen a raven?
No,
Those
yeah, dude.
shits are awesome.
Dude, I fucking befriended some ravens that live on campus at PCC because
Our
I kept
friend-
tossing them food.
Luann, the former Disney executive and urban explorer, she has her wildlife sanctuary at her house where she got a bird bath and then started just feeding ravens, and then the ravens were there. And that was cool. And then she just, like, had ravens, so now she just has
Dude,
ravens,
ravens
and a bunch
will
of animals.
protect humans that they
And
like.
oh yeah, and the ravens every morning will wake her up by knocking on her window if she sleeps in, and just be like, "Yo, you haven't fed us yet, dog." And she'll be like, "Oh, sorry," and then they'll be like, "It's cool, but you got like some pizza." Ravens love pizza.
It's great.
That is actually ravens' favorite food. Biologically, it shouldn't be. There's much more nourishing stuff out there. Ravens just fucking
Hey, I mean,
love
biologically, pizza shouldn't be anyone's favorite food.
Well, humans have gotten smart enough that we just have varying favorite foods. Except for the humans that are stupid enough that their favorite foods are black licorice or something.
Hey, dude,
That's
don't diss black licorice. Black
evolution's
licorice is
mistake,
tasty. Black licorice
but-
is tasty.
Okay. And...
But no,
I gotta
yeah,
go right
like,
at 4
ravens
today.
are fantastic. But, like, yeah, like... Man, like, it's hard for me not to get hopeful about humanity and the human race in general, because, like, we've done a lot of really cool things. We've also done a lot of really horrible things over the years, but just, like, I'm an optimistic person. Even when I'm being pessimistic, I have a very optimistic view of said pessimism, which is either I'm wrong or I'm pleasantly surprised.
Yeah.
Or either I'm right or I'm pleasantly surprised. Like,
I have an optimistic view of pessimism.
yeah, that's the... It's how I view pessimism, is it's either you're right, and, like, you're not disappointed because you expect something else, or you're pleasantly surprised.
And you get the pleasure of being right. One of the
Yeah.
best feelings
Either
in
you
the
get
world.
either you get the pleasure of being right,
Well, that's how I feel
or you
about
get something
arguments.
great.
Either you're right,
or you learn
or
something.
you learn something. The only argument that you ever lose is where no one changes their mind at the end of it. That is an argument where you both, or one of you loses, because one of you is actually right. But
No, yeah, like, I just think that humans are a genuinely wonderful species, and that despite the fact that we've fucked up a lot of stuff and that we make a lot of really horrible decisions, we've got a lot of redeeming qualities.
oh yeah,
Like, we're just,
best ones.
we have potential. We have so much potential
All right, so check this out.
of both good and bad.
I'm
Like,
about to do something cool.
have you read Good Omens? It's by Terry Pratchett and Neil Gaiman. It's a fantastic book. It spends half of the book just making fun of religion in the way that Terry Pratchett does, but in, like, a really, like, clever and intelligent way that doesn't completely invalidate religion, but it's just like, yeah, there's some
There's
really
some more of
silly
the light.
concepts we have. But it's great because there's one point where they're the two of the main characters are an
Literally
angel and a
track
demon.
better. What the fuck? I hate.
Two of the main characters are an angel and a demon who have become friends because they've spent so long on Earth dealing with humans that they're just kind of estranged from both heaven and, like, hell, and just don't, like, want to deal with the bureaucracy of either at this point. And so they're like, we got a strenuous friendship here. But just, like, it's great because there's one bit where they're talking about it and they're like, nah, yeah, like, come on. Fucking, like, why the fuck are we even here? Humans are both simultaneously way fucking better and way fucking worse than anything we could ever come up with. Like, all of the worst and best stuff that's happened has been because of them. That they've just figured out how to do.
Man, seems great.
Like the devil character, like the demon is literally just like, no, yeah, like fucking telemarketers. Like,
I couldn't
who
come up with
thinks
something
of
that bad.
That's so evil.
Ah, no, don't kill him without me. Don't kill him without me.
You find out that the
Don't die, don't die, don't die.
the demon character.
Kill him without me, just don't die.
Crowley.
Oh, please revive, please revive.
He was in Spain during the Spanish Inquisition, and he got a commendation for it, despite the fact that he had spent his entire time there, literally just drunk off of his ass in a bar or napping. And when he found out that the Spanish Inquisition even happened, when he got the commendation for it, was like, what? I gotta check this out. What the fuck is happening? Holy shit! This is some really fucked up stuff, guys.
Scientists can take a punch, but they're not very.
It's great.
I guess
Anyone who has not read anything by Terry Pratchett absolutely should, and Neil Gaiman is also a fantastic author.
Golden Age
Like they're both
all she came up with.
really good writers. It's interesting that they did a book together because they are very different writers. Terry Pratchett takes a much more
I win.
Monty Python and or Shakespearean approach to the way that he does his writing, while Neil Gaiman's much more like Edgar Allan Poe, like
Yeah.
everything's kind of dark and a little bit scary. The Night is here, I'll send the authors in chat. I think that's how you
One
spell Neil
more
Gaiman's
hour.
last name. But no,
Let's do a competitive multiplayer.
okay, sounds good. But no, yeah, Terry Pratchett has a very like traditional Shakespearean way of writing, by which I mean, and I don't mean he's dry and it like is hard to read his books. I'm talking about when you see Shakespeare performed by people who are passionate about it in the proper setting. Any of you guys who have never been to a performance of like Shakespeare in the Park, if you guys are ever in LA, go to Independent Shakespeare. It is one of the most fun things you can do because it's a bunch of people who are really passionate about Shakespeare and like love Shakespeare, doing it for free because they love it and just having a good time with it. They do it properly. They are responsible for why I love Shakespeare as much as I do. They got a 7-year-old Malcolm to sit through both acts, like all of the like both halves of Henry V. Henry V is a historical play that is not super interesting. Like it's literally just about Henry the, or it might have been Henry IV, but one of the really boring Shakespearean historical plays that is like it's interesting because it's history, but it doesn't have like it's not like Measure for Measure or like one of the comedies. It's not designed to make you laugh. And 7-year-old Malcolm sat through a 4-hour performance.
Yeah.
Riveted. Like my mom was fully ready for us to leave at intermission because like me and or my sister would have been bored, and both of us were like, no, we want to find out what happens. Like Shakespeare done properly is one of the most interesting and enjoyable experiences anyone can ever do. Also, you realize that 95% of Shakespeare is dick jokes. Like,
Yeah.
95% of Shakespeare is literally just dick jokes. It's just him, like, being like, dicks.
Charge has been set. You know what.
So many people have got him.
So many people have him, and it gets a lot of people into trouble.
Ah.
Got you all.
Like Shakespearean
Unbelievable.
literature is basically just Greek mythology, but like not quite as grand scale. It's like, oh no, somebody stuck their dick where it shouldn't be. Now there are problems from that.
Hostiles.
That's also, yeah, that is a pretty good summation of Greek mythology.
Greek mythology pretty much is entirely summed down into Zeus stuck his dick where it shouldn't be, and now there's issues. That is about 90% of Greek mythology. Like the myth of Hercules, 100% that's what happened. No matter how you slice it. The Minotaur, also an issue. Like almost all of the myths in
Zeus.
Greek mythology
Stop it.
is just like you can sum up most of Greek mythology to Zeus saying, "I'm gonna put my dick in it," everyone else saying, "No, wait, don't," and him just
Zeus.
shouting, "Too late!" like if you were to go down and break down like myth by myth how many myths are involved with Zeus just not able to keep it in his pants, it's over half of them are caused by that. Like there's a lot that are just like about, you know, like moral stories about stuff like that, but it's just like most of it is just Zeus being like, yeah, I showed up to her dressed as in the form of a rain cloud and got freaky as a rain cloud.
Zeus, how? Magician never
Don't question it. I'm magic. I'm literally a god. Little G, but still a god. Greek mythology is a lot of fun. Greek mythology was like my first big mythological step forward. Like when I started getting into Greek mythology. Like I super was into it. I learned everything I could about it. I learned all of the different gods.
Did you read the Percy Jackson books?
Yeah, of course I read the Percy Jackson books. I was into Greek mythology before the Percy Jackson books. That's what really ramped it into high gear for me, though, is reading the Percy Jackson books. And then after that, I did even more research and learned that while the Percy Jackson books are like great most of the time when it comes to the mythology, there's some stuff that they majorly fucked up, like the fact that there are two separate Chronoses, and one of them controls time, and the other one is a Titan.
Yeah.
And in the book, they were just the same.
And protect them with your life.
But yeah, it's like,
Yeah, man, that Greek mythology just got lazy with their names, though.
yeah, Greek mythology. Not as lazy as Roman mythology. Well,
Isn't Roman mythology just the same as Greek mythology?
Roman
with the
mythology
names
is
differently?
well, no, but yes. Roman mythology is a lot more warlike and a lot more focused on like patriotism, while Greek mythology is a lot more just sort of like, here's some myths about how stuff happened and some bullshit.
And it's not really how it happened, but what if though?
Yeah. Oh, no, yeah. Loki is fantastic. I also love Norse mythology. That was sort of one of the second ones that I got super into. Like, it was well, I suppose technically the first mythology that I got really into was Native American mythology, because we had a couple of literally books on tape, like cassette tape, that my family would listen to whenever we were going on a road trip when I was like 6, and I got super into that, and like was just that is where my love of mythology started, was Native American myths. And then I discovered Percy Jackson and Greek mythology and loved that. Then I discovered Beowulf, and that led into Norse mythology. And I just, from there, kind of took off and have loved every single type of mythology I've come across. I've devoured with a voracious appetite. I've become a little bit of a history nerd because I love history as well. Like, I want to be more of a history nerd. I'll be honest. I'm like a real low-key history nerd. I don't know a ton. I just know some fun little bits about it that are like party trivia, basically. Like, oh god. When Persia tried to invade Greece after conquering pretty much all the rest of the Mediterranean and surrounding areas.
Classic Persia.
But Greece had Greek fire. And so almost all of Persia's fleet was wrecked in that. Like, their entire grand, like, navy. Half of them were, like, just immediately destroyed. They could not handle Greece with Greek fire. Then, on the way back to Persia from Greece, not only was there a earthquake that caused a giant, like, tsunami that fucked up even more of their ships, but also a volcano, like an underwater volcano, erupted underneath their armada. A total from the entire fleet, like a couple hundred ships, 5 returned.
Fuck!
Like they showed up, and basically
If
what
I had
happened.
melee, I would have saved that.
Basically,
Fuck.
what happened when they showed up was they were like, "Oh shit, their magicians are more powerful than ours. We have fucked up. Mistakes were made."
Is Duro?
You still there? You still there, my dude?
Boy, let's go.
Yeah. But no, yeah, I love I love mythology of literally just any kind, like Norse, Greek, Egyptian, Roman, Native American, Chinese, Indonesian.
1 minute.
Literally just any mythology I can get my hands on.
Literally
I
aim
love
better.
and will read. Man, Best, I am right there with you.
Best,
I
you
can't
sound like
wait
my girlfriend.
for a nap and food.
Player has left my fire team.
The line must be drawn here.
Oh, it was Duro.
Duro, no. But yeah, like Greek mythology, fantastic. Norse mythology, fantastic. I like that. Really, I just like mythology because it's basically just like
Fancy
a bunch
stories.
of extremely powerful humans. When it comes to like the mythologies that revolve around the pantheon of gods, it's just a bunch of extremely powerful humans that literally have like superpowers that just cause a fuck ton of trouble for everyone and
Yeah.
have parties all the time. Like that's most of what happens for Greek and Norse mythology. Egyptian is a little bit more like, yeah, no, it's like we're the king. Native American is just sort of like,
But
yeah, it's
y'all
a bunch
not,
of
though.
animals and stuff. Like I'm a huge fan of mythology in general. I just love it so much. It's really one of my favorite things. Oh yeah, me and some friends were doing some recording for a we were doing some podcast test recording, and they discovered that I have an amazing radio voice apparently, which goes from
You have a
me.
good face for it.
I do have a good face for it. You gotta have the right face, otherwise the sound doesn't come out the same.
All right.
But no,
You blew right over my diss. I guess is the thing to do.
no, you just keep going and smiling and nodding, and eventually they'll just give up and go away. That's my reaction to getting insulted. Is I just smile, agree, make it my own, and just like roll with it. It's really hard to insult me because everything that you could potentially insult is just something that I've already acknowledged and made a part of my personality. Like, you could be like, man,
that's
what
true.
a fucking nerd you are. I'm like, yeah, no. Dude, I played D&D 6 times this week.
You want to compare
I spent 4 hours talking about Star Wars, and it wasn't even during my Star Wars D&D game. It's just like, you have terrible taste in music. Well, no, yeah, like, my favorite type of music is just trash. Like, I love trash music.
You want to listen?
Dude, you have horrible taste in movies. Yeah. Like, bad movies are the most fun to watch, though.
Yeah, you want to watch some?
Pretty much it's just like what can you possibly think of that would be an insult that might work on me that I couldn't just turn into being like, no, yeah, thanks for the compliment, dude. I consider that a deep part of my personality.
There's the only thing that's just the meanest thing you could say to anyone, which is, I hope you know that people just tolerate you. And
But I
there's
know
no-
that people do not.
there's
People
no
go
accountability.
out of their way to say that they do not just tolerate me. People
Man, I wish
seek
I
me
had
out.
that much confidence
People
in myself.
literally people will. This is partly because I have been on, like, I've been taking community college classes for 5 years.
Zone A lost.
Like actually a little over 5 years now. I started when I was 15. Like people recognize me on campus
Zone B.
by name that I have never met before. And I'm just like, wait, who are you again? And they're like, no, yeah, I knew a dude who you took a class with and said you were awesome. Like, I've literally had that interaction with people before. Like, my general
Malcolm,
defense
I love you. Don't look at the chat.
of being a
Don't look at
person.
the chat. Okay.
See, Capsule, you're wrong. You're very wrong. You're so
I'm
wrong.
just trying to get at you.
Zone advantage is yours.
But no, like, hey, if he enjoys it, good for him.
No.
Hey, if you enjoy something and it doesn't hurt anyone else, enjoy that thing.
It hurts me.
Down.
I don't even know Avatar: The Last Airbender, and that movie hurt me.
It was a really atrocious movie, but if you like it, then you like it. You can't choose what you like. I mean, like, you can to a certain extent, but you know what I mean. Like,
Why did that not
have
kill him?
you have a lot of control over your personality, but
weird.
like, it's a there's some stuff that you can't not enjoy. Like it's a part of your being that you have to enjoy it. Like for me, that's Star Wars. Even if I didn't want to be a Star Wars nerd and identify as a Star Wars nerd and feel a like love Star Wars as much as I do, I would still love Star Wars because it's been a part of me for so long, and it's some I truly think that regardless of like my circumstances, I would have ended up being a nerd.
Yeah, it's just what it would have been about.
Like I think Malcolm fundamentally as a person is a nerd.
Yeah, but that's fine.
And like I don't want to get into a whole nature versus nurture thing of like.
That's the one topic we haven't covered yet.
I mean, like it's a mixture of both. People have inherent like draws towards one side or the other. Like there's you have a built-in nature, but a lot of that can be overridden with nurture, and you also nurturing has a huge impact on who you become.
That shut them down. Only 5 minutes left.
But no, like it's just there's a lot of really that's my trick for being me and being as likable and upbeat as I am, is that it's actually,
Show them the
how many of you guys have read and or watched Game of Thrones? Do any of you guys remember the quote that Tyrion has about how you take your biggest flaws and embrace them and turn them into an armor? Like
I don't remember that
I don't remember.
line. Don't spoil anything from past season 4, please.
I haven't read past book 1 or seen past like halfway through season 2. So don't spoil anything for me. I mean, technically I saw the season finale of last season accidentally.
Yeah, man, everyone saw it accidentally.
Zone C locked.
But yeah.
Enemy
Wait, the one with the castle, right?
You captured Zone A.
The one with all the crazy stuff that happens with finding out stuff about John.
Oh, no, I don't know any of that.
Cool. I'm not going to say any more than that. Finally making true on the
Hey.
promise of dragons showing up at some point. But
Zone C secure. You have advantage.
let's see if I can find the quote.
You're in the lead.
All right, so yeah.
Thank you for the help, friend.
Here's the quote, which
I
is
give you healing.
Tyrion. This is when Tyrion's talking to
Zone B captured.
This is when Tyrion's talking to Jon. Like this is literally early book 1. And Tyrion basically just says, "Let me give you some advice, bastard. Never forget what you are. The rest of the world will not. Wear it like armor, and you can never be used to hurt you." That sort of spoke to me in that I was like, yeah, like just embrace who you are. If there's something about you that like people normally make fun of or could potentially make fun of, don't let them. Just if they try to make fun of you for it, just be like, yeah, I mean like it's what I like to do.
I like to be a bastard.
Like it's just
Falling behind.
if you don't let stuff get to you, stuff doesn't get to you. It's all about my and I've been doing just some general thinking about my own personal philosophies and the way that I
Alright,
want
I need
to
go use my super now.
see the world and react to the world and that sort of thing. And sort of my current go-to is it's not about what happens to you, but it's about how you deal with it. Like it's
Yeah, I mean that's a very popular form of philosophy.
it is,
It's actually
but it's just
made its way into people's acting training as well.
it's not about what has happened to you or like any of that. It's literally just that you keep getting back up and staying optimistic. Like it doesn't matter that you got knocked down. What matters is that you stood back up and kept going. That's
It ain't about how hard you hit, but it's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done.
Secure.
I mean, yeah,
Have advantage.
not quite as like
All that ammo in one.
hoo-ah as that, but
Well, that's from Rocky.
yeah, I know. I mean, seriously,
Ha ha ha!
Zone C.
Killed in your super.
do you guys want to hear my radio voice?
A well
Because it's a little different.
I have a
than my
radio
regular
voice also. I did a ton of radio.
All right, what's your radio voice, Gus?
Well, my radio voice is a little bit of more kind of the American sportscaster type of guy.
All right.
Well, what we're looking at down here, we've got Johnson moving up on the left, and I can't actually commentate any sport because I'm not familiar with the rules in most of them, but what I can do is commentate on video games and esports and that kind of thing, and we'll be having some of that come right up right after the break.
Yeah, my radio voice apparently just immediately goes a little bit NPR.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Radio Moth Hour. We're here to talk with some very interesting brand new people. They've all got very interesting stories for you, and it'll be coming right up after this pledge drive.
Yeah,
Stay
so
tuned.
The way that, like the NPR voice, it's kind of like I'm
You got it.
whispering in your ear, like buzz.
Well, no, because it's like
So now we're gonna bring
it's soft, but it's not quiet. That's the thing. Is that NPR is not
Now we're
soft. NPR is very soft in the way that all of the voices sound, but it is not quiet in any way. Like they're soft, but with volume. But no, yeah, that's my radio voice. I also have like a shitty what's it called? You know,
Control.
like
Move in and take
fuck.
They are your life.
Oh, if you want to do some ASMR, we can do some ASMR.
Absolutely not.
But no, yeah, like I've sort of come to the realization, like as a person, my personal feelings on the way that I judge people is,
Zone B.
and like just
Here, play a little bit because I'm gonna head
what?
out.
Okay, cool,
And it's
Have advanced.
cool. Oh boy, what are the controls?
every video game
Gotcha.
except the right stick is cracked. As it should
Cool.
be in
Well,
the
I'm already dead. But no, yeah. I mean, honestly, it's not about like shit happens and shit happens all the time. But people need to deal with that. The important thing is not that the shit happened, but it is that it's not that shit happens, but it's how you react to said shit happening. It's your response to it. If you like, I'm somebody who like I've had some like I don't want to say I've had some my family in general has had some shit luck over the years, but like we're not doing too bad yet. You're good to go. Like we're in a pretty good place right now as a family. We're surviving. We're managing. Oh boy, I don't know what buttons do what.
Zone A lost.
Like I've
Enemy has your zone. Zone B.
my family has dealt with a lot of rough stuff over the years. My dad had a brain tumor for a while. Oh god, I'm really bad at this game. Gus's KDR is gonna drop so hard. But yeah, like it's my personal feelings on
Zone B lost. Zone C captured.
all right, we got it. But no, yeah, it's like it's my general feeling on the world is you've got to stay positive. Be optimistic. Don't let stuff get you down.
Lost. You've lost them all.
As long as you keep yourself,
Zone A captured.
you know, in a good frame of mind, it's a lot harder for stuff to seem as bad.
Enough. This battle was one-sided. That shut them down.
All right, got one of them. We're not winning this, but I got a few kills.
This loss and fight again.
But yeah, like it's not about it's like Gus said, it's not about how hard you hit, but it's about how hard you can get hit and keep on going. It's like in Rocky. Like it's a interesting. Yeah, I've been through some stuff over the years. My family's had some rough luck. We've dealt with some pretty shitty stuff happening to all of us, and
we've managed to keep positive and stay in a good frame of mind. And like I just it's a good place to be at where you can stay positive even when shit's hitting the fan. Like it makes you feel a lot better about everything. Like as somebody who is at their core a very optimistic person and who's dealt with a lot of you know rough stuff in the last 5 or 10 years. No, like 7 years. I don't know. Yeah, it's like life is tough. You just need to be able to be tougher than that. Like you can't change what cards you have, so you got to learn to play with them. I'm just spouting out aphorisms like a goddamn goddamn Uncle Iroh right now. Like life is what you make of it.
Control.
Am I playing?
Yes, I'm terrible at this game.
Yeah, that's alright.
Show your enemy this place
But no, yeah, like life is going to be as fun as you make it. Life is going to be as enjoyable as you make it. It's
Well, there's also an outside influence.
there is an outside influence, but as long as you are able to stay positive, you are going to have a better time. Like fundamentally,
Yeah.
the more willing you are to just let stuff slide and deal, and the better you are at like just accepting stuff happening and not just don't wallow. Don't end up, stuck and like just out of it. Like you don't want to get caught up in the bad stuff.
Zone A lost.
Bad stuff happens. It's gonna happen probably, depending on how shitty your luck is, a few times throughout your life to a lot of times throughout your life. And like sometimes it'll be avoidable, sometimes it'll be your fault, sometimes you'll have literally no control over it and it's just gonna happen to you. And the important thing is not that it did happen. The important thing is that you dealt with it. You managed it. You got through it. You hit a point where in
How have I
life
still
you've
not
got
gotten a
some
fucking rocket
options,
launcher
and
Zone B secure.
it's like the thing of like sometimes sometimes when faced with tragedy, the only two options are either to laugh or cry. I don't know whose quote that is, but I love that quote because it's true.
I love that quote. It's true.
Life is better when you smile.
Secure. You have
It is a scientifically proven fact that life is better when you smile. And that the more you smile, the more genuinely happy you are. Like, legitimately, it has been scientifically proven.
Well, I don't know. I've got a little bit of a disagreement with that study. I've read about it, but I also think that the absurdity of something like that happening,
What?
like of the smile being forced, the absurdity of that can also make you smile more. I also know that smiling at sometimes can make you feel substantially worse.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, no, there's definitely times when smiling is not going to help, but the more you smile, the better you will feel. Like,
yours. Zone A lost.
don't
I
let
think
life
also
get
the better
you caught
you
up.
feel, the more you will smile.
Exactly, it's cyclical.
Spend all that ammo in
The two feed into each other.
Zone C secure. Zone advantage is yours. 2 for 1.
I literally just killed
3 down.
their
Yes.
whole team.
You and your allies
Wait.
move as one.
Not quite.
But yeah, like,
I gotta kill one more.
I've been
Ah!
going through some
That's
stuff
right.
over the last few weeks that has sort of thrown some stuff into perspective for me, and My general feeling on life is that, you know,
Pretty dope.
life is great. I really enjoy living. Like I like being me. I like being around people who also like being themselves. I like being around optimistic people. It makes the world seem a lot less dark. And like pessimistic people are great too. I've met a lot of really awesome pessimists who I'm good friends with. But just like it's always looking. I'm a big subscriber to the Monty Python always look on the bright side of life philosophy of like there's always something good that you can find. Focus on the good stuff.
Wow.
Don't
You see
focus on
that
the bad
life?
stuff. Huh?
That was a 10-kill life.
Damn. Like just focus on what's good in the world. Don't focus on what's bad. Look for the helpers.
No!
To quote the beloved Mr. Rogers,
Fuck.
look for the helpers.
That makes me sad.
What?
I got killed as soon as I activated my super.
Ah.
Zone A lost.
I remember to bring my phone charger because my phone is like 11%. I really don't want it to die.
You captured Zone B. You have zone advantage.
Be gone.
Dodge this. But yeah. Life's gonna throw a lot of shit at you. Don't let it get you down.
Ah, I should have.
Nice spiral as you get hit and just spin out of the air.
God,
Spin
another
out.
fucking grenade launcher. All I want is a rocket launcher. I haven't gotten to use a rocket launcher in Destiny 2 yet. I haven't gotten to use one yet.
Ah.
Ridiculous.
Ugh. I'm glad to hear that you agree, Capsule. It's like I've been doing a lot of thinking and whatnot over the last several, weeks because of said life stuff that I mentioned. And it's just like there's no reason to let the bad stuff bog you down. You just gotta stay positive, keep moving forward.
Dude, this red mamba is great.
Like it's yeah. I don't know. I've kind of talked myself out a little bit now
Yeah.
after ranting for a good, I don't know what, hour and a half about
Not really ranting, no, it's just
monologuing.
No zones means
For
no
like an hour and a half about how much I like humanity and
your enemy.
my general philosophies on the world and life.
Where
Where's
is
that spray and pray
where's my fucking enemies?
around the barrier,
God damn it.
chucking grenades in. Ah,
You know what? I held my own for a little while there. I'm alright with that. Why are my
Uh-huh.
ability icons black and white?
I don't know.
Yeah, I need to switch to my own range thing.
I'm glad that you guys enjoy listening to me just talk.
Yeah. I think this should probably be our
On
last
end.
game. And because, we'll end it on that nice high note.
Life's a bitch and then you die. Try to enjoy the ride.
I haven't seen anyone using a trip grenade. Thanks
Yeah.
to nerfed stuff.
You guys have an entire team of hunters.
Do
They're not
really?
hunters.
Oh, oh my
warlocks.
god, we're all Dawnblade warlocks too.
Mm-hmm.
Holy shit. What?
Gains the lead.
That's hilarious.
Zone A's captured. It's yours. You have zone advantage.
Give me that, give me that, give me that fusion, give me that fusion, ammunition.
Keep the pressure on. Don't spend all that ammo in one place.
Fuck! There's the shotgun guy. God damn it.
But yeah,
Give me that fusion ammunition. I can use it for some good. Give me that fusion ammunition. I can use it in this here hood. I can shoot this guy who's standing on C, working my way around. He won't see me. I can get behind him with the gun. He's on top of my head, and I'm gonna run. He's going around to the other side. I'm gonna shoot him in the back. I'm gonna shoot him in the spine. He's coming around, trying to get himself a flank. But I took him last way to the bank because I'm at bank and I'm making money. I think that's good and I laugh. It's funny because I make that cash and I make it last and I kill these bitches and I kill them fast. Go all their heads, go all their faces. Can't see me and run around the faces. Grand slam, bitch, that's what I am, bitch. And if you see I can make you ham, bitch, I might go ham, bitch. No one knows what I'm gonna do next, but I know I glows when I spawn right here, and I go in there, and I come up in this way. Oh, you fear me. Oh, that's right, everyone does fear me. Everyone thinks I'm a scary dude. Everyone thinks they want to get out my way before I go and shoot them in the food. Everything I do makes them scared. Everything I do makes them run away. I got ammo here, I'm gonna go and grab it. Make it into an ammo day. I'm gonna shoot this guy. He's gonna shoot me more, but I'm gonna die, and I guess I'll spawn at a different place, and that didn't rhyme, but I just changed the scheme on your time. I changed it on my time, too, because I work here, and that's what I do. And I run past leaves, and I go through here, and I go in there, and they never fear what I'm coming to. Talking about my teammates, but I kill enemies. Oh, that's me, Lates. I'ma shoot you. You're gonna be gone. I'll shoot you here. You'll die right there, and I'll run around, and that's, oh, my Kong. Oh, you got a shotgun on my tongue. You shot me all dead, and that wasn't fun. And I'm gonna go up behind you now and stab you good in the fucking mouth with a fucking knife, cause I'm a hunter. Oh shit, no, I'm fucking not. I'm a warlock, bitch, and I'm a run away. I got an Icarus dash, and I'm feeling hot, cause I'm a fire subclass. No one sees me. Fire subclass, I go invisible. Oh, why can't? That's out the game. But I shoot you here. His head was visible. I shot it there, and I shot him dead. I just rhymed a prefix in my head. And if I go to the back of the playfield and he shoots me, and I pull out a new shield, cause I'm a Titan. No, I'm not. I keep forgetting my fucking class. And if I find another warlock, I might be tempted to kick his ass. This guy's got super. How the hell? It's like 2 minutes into the game. That's swell. Well, I guess you know something I don't. And if I do, I would have mine too. And I'll go to the teammates. Go take A, and I see him on the team lates. Oh, you can't see me. I'm in here. You can't see me. I got no fear. I will shoot you in the dick, and I will shoot you in the head. And if you shoot me more than I shoot you, and I will end up dead. And my teammate kill you. He's an Avenger. My teammate might be a ginger. I can't see him. It's not real life, but I took this ammo. Don't need a knife. I got this thing here. It's a fusion rifle. This thing here does a fusion rifle. And if you see I'm a fusion rifle, make this guy with a spinal stripe. I'm gonna shoot him in the back, and I'm gonna get the thing. It's a black scorpion, or already have one. And if I see that warlock there, he's throwing fire at the ground, and the game is just done. Alright, thank you so much.
thanks for hanging out.
For joining us.
Thanks for listening to Gus and I's philosophical debates.
Finished by a rap.
The magnificent rap that finished us off. Thanks for just listening to me talk about how much I like the idea that people are kind of cool. And
Alright.
that I think that people are in general awesome. And we will see you guys later.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for hanging out.